asked for.
What up, Biddy?
What up, Biddy? 5.
Okay, all right.
That's
all right.
I mean, it shows just a bit of annoyance, but it's not.
I understand your issue, but finding it hard to sympathize.
Yo, what if the answer they give me is like
I don't care what you ask for.
that, or I really don't like EDM, so I don't know.
No, come on,
bro. One of these names I heard of. Skrillex.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
All right. So this other one is, I don't even know how to pronounce that. Born in the Netherlands. Again with a T.
That's not telling me anything.
Look, it ain't telling me nothing either.
What up, Sean?
Letters, but I don't know what it's supposed to be.
You need to rip your tongue out and know to pronounce it properly.
Yeah, no bullshit. And then rip my tongue out and toss it in the corner, burn it, and then rip my head off. And then what up, Sean P? The other one is Calvin Harris.
Yeah, I've
heard of him, right?
Too. Yeah.
It's his household name. Interesting. He infuses elements of house music with big room EDM. I don't know the difference.
You should have used the word black.
Oh, really?
I'm pretty sure none of those.
Yeah, you're right about that. I guess you're right about that.
Yeah. You screwed up. 0. They don't exist, sir.
Like, this is not computed.
No,
it's churning out something.
Yeah.
Black coffee.
Oh, come on now.
Oh shit, yo, it's giving me. Remember I asked for 5?
Yeah.
I'm on 10.
Tell him to go home. It's drunk.
So you got Jada G.
I don't have anybody.
Oh, he's Canadian. Jada G. She's Canadian. Honey Dijon. This is a Chicago-born DJ and producer known for her unique take on the house music genre. You got Troy Boy, British musician who is known for his versatile style. Green Velvet. Black Coffee, like I said. Geo Theory, New York-based producer. Channel Trey. Said he made his first appearance several years ago. His debut album, I Can't Go Outside, integrates club bass with silky smooth percussion and sultry vocals. Whatever.
Yeah.
This other one, I guess that's Blackjack. It's spelled BLVK JVCK. It looks like he's trying to say, I don't know. And then Aluna. It's a lot of women though.
This was a bad
idea. What up, Discord?
What up?
Appreciate that.
What up? Bless.
Yeah, we was kind of on one that day. Yeah.
I was on nothing, sir.
I mean, you know, it bees that way.
I was on my chair.
Yeah, that's something. You know what I'm saying? You was on one chair. You wasn't on 2 chairs. You was on.
I might have listened.
So it is 4 minutes after. We might as well hit this intro. Me.
Me?
Okay.
Not really.
Me too. Welcome everyone to the Black Culture Geeks podcast. This is my man SPJ. And I am Tombstone the Dead Man, and we are just a couple of geeks talking about pop culture from a black perspective. Facts indeed. This has been a week, right?
Well, yeah,
sure.
That's how the format works. For the timing of when we do the show.
Shut up.
Oh,
So, I'm sure for a lot of you guys out there, it's been a week, you know.
Yeah, again, that's kind of how things are set up.
For us, however, been business as usual because we wrote songs saying this sort of shit.
Well, yeah.
You say like
Yeah.
You know.
Mind you, these verses were written well before the foolishness of the past couple weeks.
Well before. Like, it's basically, you know what it's like? It's like everyone decided to go to the pool,
bruh, but
everybody didn't get there at the same time. There were people that got there first and they already dipped their toe in it and was like, hey, this feels a little cold. And then they go and report before people even get there, going, hey, yo, water's a little cold. It's motherfucker. It'll be all right by the time we get there. Will it though? I got an ice truck out here putting ice in it. So I don't know. Right. And then when they finally get there, they jump, oh, it's cold. We kind of told you.
We informed you thusly.
we informed you thusly. Like, I mean, some of us have been talking about you. Disco said, hold on to your ears. Yo, some of us have been like literally talking about social decay and social entropy for years in music. But you know, most folks whistle past the graveyard. In everything in life. I mean, I'm honest. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's the way.
It's cope. All of us be high off that copium. You know what I'm saying? We do. Like, take your job, for instance.
Yeah.
Well, the copium is from a bygone era that said you could be there for 20 years and retire in that. When, if you look at labor statistics in more recent modern times, you might get 7. The lucky ones, not lucky, but you know, it's far less people getting the 20-year and than used to be. What up, sis?
What up?
You know, because it be changing. Unfortunately for this place, it changes, but more things change, more things kind of stay.
I mean,
the same.
If you want to be cliche about it,
I mean, you know, there was John Wilkes.
I mean, it doesn't mean you're wrong.
This goes to 7 years. This current max, yo, labor statistics bear that out. Like, that's, you know, SPJ is an anomaly, but he's an anomaly in many things.
Yeah.
Like that.
Yo, put it like this. Anomalous. Yo, so 7 years being the average, right? Mm-hmm. I realized this the other day. 7 years being the average. I'm more than double that currently, but also I still happen to be young enough that I could start a whole nother
That's true. That's very true. Very true. Bro,
that's crazy.
At my big age of 55,000 years old, I've never had a gig to go 10 years.
Right.
Never. Something happens. You get laid the fuck off, or you get fired because you cussed out the boss, or maybe they ain't like your attendance.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, what up, DJ? That's from my experience. So when I see people that be having these long stints, I'll be like, damn, they getting it in. They getting it in. So at any rate, certain things are going to keep happening too. Like the roller coaster is not done 4 months until an election.
Right. Yeah.
Where it don't matter what the outcome is.
Right.
It don't really matter because there's going to be a response. Mm-hmm. There's going to be a response. Something's going to take place. I see a lot of hair pulling.
Well,
yeah, but as you can see, I've been there. I was already at the pool, right? Right. So hold on to your follicles, so to speak.
Oh God.
Look, I've been told I shouldn't laugh.
Well,
I think.
First of all, listen, no disrespect to anybody.
Mm-hmm.
First of all, you're black.
Yeah.
We have a habit.
Nigga.
we have an intrinsic habit
of clowning.
Yeah.
The most fucked up shit. Like, clown it.
Yeah.
It was our way of whistling past.
Like, as a manner of speaking, we don't take shit seriously.
And that has helped us over the years, and it's also
exactly.
Over the years.
Exactly.
But, listen, the jokes will be made, especially when folks who were involved with the situation make jokes at other people's expenses. That's a horrible thing. So
yeah, thanks.
Like, I mean, what do you want? This is the environment you have created, right? And when people try to warn you, hey, this sort of discourse, this shouldn't become normalized, you scoffed and laughed. And freedom of speech, and said shit like, y'all just too sensitive. These are just words. And when I heard a rapper say that, I went, nigga, you trade and work.
Right. Your entire livelihood.
How are you an artist that deals with words and the weaving of words to have an effect on people, and then say they just words?
Yeah.
Like
either you're being disingenuous or you have a very inflated sense of self-worth. It's one of the two, because well, right.
I'm saying. Marissa said just bugging. Like I don't
imagine your entire livelihood and the reason why you're able to do certain things that you can do. Money irregardless.
Yeah, but take the money part out. Yeah.
You being like, oh no, words? What?
they're just words.
What do words mean? Everything.
Do you know how many people Al Capone got killed just from a word?
Bruh.
Do you? You know how many motherfuckers get kidnapped just off a word and held for ransom? Just a word.
Right.
You know how many countries civilizations gone down in flames?
Let them eat cake. That's not exactly what she said.
Not exactly what she said, but she got it anyway. Fuck him. Like, before she said something else.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Fuck out of here. You know what I'm saying? You're a monarch. Like, y'all doing that bullshit. But words mean things. And when people say that before, it hit a little different. Now, things. Listen, you think this is just some mean girl shit, right?
Right.
No, nigga, your constitution is made up of words. Like, what are we? I can't even believe that became the slick edgelord shit to say for years. Like, that shit is, to me, every bit as bad as, man, fuck science.
Well, I mean, but it comes from, I mean, it permeates everything though, because even the whole sticks and stones.
Yeah.
So like, I'm not as in disbelief about it as you are. I'm just incredulous on it.
Right.
It's like, what the fuck do you mean? Like, what do words mean? They mean everything, because how else can you describe? Like,
we have whole sections of our brain. We have sections of our brain that deal with speech.
Right.
What the fuck are y'all talking about? What the fuck are y'all talking about? Seriously, like sometimes I swear motherfuckers just talk so they can still remember how to move their lips.
Oh, yeah, it's possible. Like, it gives a new meaning to the phrase "words mean things." Like, what are you talking about? What?
It's so funny to me how people don't understand that words don't, like somebody saying you're hired. Those are two words.
Nigga.
Can change your
everything.
Life, right? You're hired. Consequently, somebody going, you're fired.
Nigga.
Yo, those two words, you're fired, have led to homelessness. Like,
has led to death, has led
to
all types of shit. Ended relationships. All types of shit. Like, let's think a little bit more.
See.
Actually, I'm gonna put. I was going to say before, but I'm just going to leave a period there. Let's think a little bit more.
let's think.
Yeah.
Like before we go into the more.
Yeah.
Do it once.
No, you're right.
And if you like it, do it again.
Or if you don't. It's because if at first you don't succeed,
you try again.
Yeah.
Nothing beats a failure but a try. Like we say these things and we think that they'll save us. Like I honestly don't, but I guess I kind of do because paradigms happen in waves. Yeah. So when there's a paradigm shift, it carries the wave of that sentiment across the people. Mm-hmm. And then you get people repeating shit just because they heard somebody else say it. Yep. They hear this other phrase. It becomes a canned response, right? So, especially people that don't want to take accountability for shit.
Yeah.
When they don't want to take accountability for shit, they're quick to lean into the cliches. They're gonna lean right to, hey, case of rice. No, nigga, it's not. Like, what are you talking about? Ain't no case of rock. What? You can't even spell that shit. Like, get the fuck out of here. Like, no, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. And we lean into it. It becomes shorthand, basically. Shorthand for not being held accountable for certain things by trying to minimize the effect of those things when they're demonstrable. They're literally demonstrable. Like that whole era of time that we're still kind of in now, where motherfuckers are denying the fact that you can 100% incite a riot, just 2 words.
Oh,
yeah. You guys are bugging. If you don't think you can create an environment for bullshit, you 100% can. And if you don't believe that, what I need for you to do is roll the Rolodex of your mind back. Come on, get the abacus clacking. Roll it back and think about a classroom when you're in school. Think about the class clown and how he can easily distract everybody in there with his shenanigans. And that's why the teachers be mad.
Yeah.
What up, free thinker? That's why the teachers be mad. Like, yo, you distract people. I'm trying to, it's class and you in here saying shit. I know of what I speak because I unfortunately was one of the offenders in that. And I only had 2 teachers that knew how to deal with it.
Right.
Mr. Matthews and Mr. Kitsch. They knew how to deal with it. The rest of them teachers ain't know how to deal with that shit. So get out. Go to office.
Appreciate you, free thinker.
Appreciate that, free thinker. Yeah, like I'm just saying, bro. Words mean things. Words matter.
Mm-hmm. Very much so.
Until y'all get out of y'all mean girl stage where y'all think y'all just gonna say stuff without consequence, just to be petty and be mean. And look, I'm all for the petty. I'm here for the petty shenanigans. But denying that words mean things and have an effect is crazy, considering the way your brain is set up.
Right.
That's crazy. If I hit you in a certain spot and damage a certain part of your brain, you won't be able to speak anymore. Right? You won't be able to put words together. You'll have the thought, but he just can't do it.
Right.
Words matter, B. Words matter. Do not mistake this little diatribe for me thinking that shit's going to change.
Oh, nigga.
It's not.
Yeah.
We don't have anywhere near the reach for our words to have that effect on a wide scale. You know, GA, what it do?
What one?
Yeah, but words fucking matter. And every time I hear, especially anybody that deals with words for a living, like this is literally your product.
Yeah.
Singer, rapper. This is
you
product.
Can't, even though it's not true, you can't say this.
Yes.
That's what?
Yeah.
Go away. You
should be the last person I should hear saying that sort of shit.
Recuse yourself from this conversation.
You know, I got a piece of fan mail years ago from someone who was an
actual like mail. And opened it up.
It was email, but it was.
You say years ago, Nick, that wasn't even a joke.
No, I get it. But I was talking about email. Yeah.
Okay.
So, where the person said they started listening to my music when they were still like at the first stages of high school, right? And certain focuses on certain things that I focused on in the music inspired them to go to college. And to do that, That was a dope ass message.
Absolutely.
That's just words, B. Those are words.
So you have a close personal relationship with this person?
Not close personal, no.
So you like babysat them or some shit back in the day? So like you and their parents go way back?
No, I don't know. I don't even know what they look like.
Huh. Interesting.
Yeah.
So just words.
Just words.
Words and
do you think for 1 second that if I just had the picture of my dopey face up there, I could learn something from that shit? No. You ain't learn nothing from that.
Thanks.
Maybe how not to look. You know what I'm saying?
I can't say
like what the fuck? Like, no, it's words, because words have power. They absolutely have power. And when you realize that Spider-Man's Uncle Ben told him the truth, great power, great responsibility. And you laugh at it, but you do have some responsibility out there for the imagery you put out there. Now, I don't have a problem if you own it. If you own it, at least you ain't denying it. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh shit, yeah, I know. Fuck no.
The double down is dumb, but it's respectable.
Wow. Like, I just, I respect it because you acknowledge it, right?
Yeah.
He know what he doing. She know what she's doing.
You know
what I'm saying? She's trying to, that's their whole purpose, is to do that. Right? Now, as to what I think of your character after that, that's different.
Yeah.
But at least in that respect, I got respect. Oh, no, you know what he's doing. She's trying to make this fuck shit happen. Right? It's the reason why there's laws that say you can't yell fire in a crowded theater. Unless there's actually a fire.
Well, in that case, you might want to go ahead.
You might want to
warn the people.
Closed mouth don't get fed.
I mean, that's
you know what I'm saying? Oh no, Jay, we talking about words in general. We just talking about words in general,
especially particular artists of music, of the musical persuasion, talking about words don't matter.
Yo, it's the craziest shit for us just to hear somebody who trades in words. This is what their art is. Their final product at the end of the day is words on beats. Talking about how words don't matter. That's insane. That's insane. They absolutely matter. Now, to what extent they matter depends on the person hearing it. How vulnerable they are to suggestion. But as we have seen, more people than we suspected.
Well, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? are open to suggestion. You know what I'm saying? Right. That's what we've seen, man.
Like, open to, they damn near thrive and depend on
it. True. It's like the battery in that pack.
Mm-hmm.
You know? So we started out talking in the frame of just the political sphere, right?
Yeah.
Like motherfuckers think like the reason the environment is the way it is. It's twofold, as much to do with things that happened as well as the way people talk about it, the way they communicate about it. You know, there's a certain type of discourse that takes place now that's toxic as fuck. And it's amplified through the internet, through social media. So it's amplified. And motherfuckers is going back and forth with that shit. Like, I was never much of a Twitter guy until fairly recently. I could give a fuck about Twitter. You go on Twitter, you see this shit is an ongoing, nonstop shit fest. You know what I'm saying?
Twitter is where all the content for this episode comes from.
Yeah, facts. Speaking of which, what are we doing today? Because I see the title.
No, it's not what you think it is. This is literally, for the last few episodes, we had a big topic. Mm-hmm. And I haven't really gotten around to my Twitter stuff. So this is me literally getting rid of.
Around to, okay.
Yeah.
Catching up.
All right, actually, what's this first one? Okay. Two different, well, it's, I've been having to explain jokes because I'm not even going to explain why. So this concept, both of these first two tweets come from the same idea, two Americas.
That was an idea.
Well, there's always an idea. Anyway, someone said it was a screenshot from The Boys, and the tweet says, "Slight spoilers for The Boys. Why did he think it was appropriate to wear this?" The shirt in question has Dead Prez. The name Dead Prez.
That's a excuse me, y'all. That's a rap group. I ain't gonna tell y'all that. I ain't gonna tell y'all that.
And then somebody quote tweeted with the words "Two Americas," because yeah. So for those who don't understand that, I will actually explain it. For those who don't understand that, it's just the fact of there is a whole group of people who you may not associate with that will see the very same thing, same impetus, and will get something completely different. Legitimately, not disingenuous.
Yeah.
Not that it's legitimately will get the complete
different. Yeah.
And because this episode came out after the thing that happened,
right.
So him having on a Dead Prez t-shirt triggered.
Now, to be clear, right? You know they shoot these episodes.
That's another part. That's why I'm like, hold on. Yes, two Americans, absolutely, because that shit be happening. And again, the next tweet is an example of that too. But so you think this is happening live? You think it's happening in this TV show?
This is a live stream.
This high budget TV show that shows superpowers and all this extra effects and shit. You think this is being live streamed?
Excuse me, sir. If you think that is able to happen as smoothly as that's happening on the screen during a live performance, I invite you to go back in time to go see the Spider-Man live action play. Nah. Nah.
Not at all. Not even close.
Nah.
Not in the same stratosphere. Like, what are you talking?
You know what the other issue is though? It's more than just people getting some people are stupid. Listen, the filter, right? The filter. That's the issue
we're talking about.
So that's exactly it. Because my ears and brain are kind of the filter. So if I have certain references already up here, when the outside information comes in, I filter it through what I already know.
Right. Mm-hmm.
When your filter is myopic, blinders on, don't really might be a little difficult for you. But you know the thing about that is that's funny because a certain segment of the population just realized they were being clowned.
Oh, yeah. With the boys,
Boys. So that also adds into
it goes with the two Americans thing.
Yeah.
Absolutely. This next tweet is less funny, much less funny, but it's a more of a serious two Americans type thing. The original tweet is a picture of a white woman, long hair, glasses, slight smile, kind of like a headshot, professional headshot, right? This is the article that goes with that picture. Mother throws newborn daughter out of a window to her death because she thought a child would ruin her career as an executive at Porsche.
What? Wait a minute. I gotta take a drink. And I don't have chips today. What? Is that? Wait a minute. Nah, yo. Nah.
Mm-mm. Yeah. Two Americas. This is a different two Americas.
But it's definitely
two Americas.
It might be four at this point.
Nigga, let me reread that for anybody that's in the cheap seats. Again, this is like a professional headshot, smile.
Oh my God.
Long hair flowing, glasses. Mother throws newborn daughter out of a window to her death because she thought a child would ruin her career as an executive at Porsche.
Can we say something? Even around the edges of that. If you thought having a child would ruin your career at Porsche,
nigga,
what do you think murdering a kid is gonna do for your career at Porsche?
Yeah, I just people, you know,
nigga.
I'm just gonna leave it alone.
Wild.
I'm just gonna
wildest.
Yeah. Okay. Next up, there was some of the trailing aftermath of this whole Kendrick and Drake thing, where one of the popular narratives that the OVHOs are trying to spread is that, well, two. One is that Kendrick is milking the song. Now, we talked before about how hit songs used to go, right? But ignore that part real quick. Let's look at just the facts, right? Like this is not a comparison type thing because times change, right? Yeah. Okay, let's just talk about the facts. What did Kendrick Lamar do? He wrote a song, he released the song, he performed the song live,
right,
on one date,
right,
and he put out a music video,
right.
That's it. That's all he did.
which, by the way, is what typically happens.
That's all he did. He wrote the song, he recorded it, he put it out.
He doing too much.
He performed it live on one date at one show, and he put out a music video.
Here's the thing, right? Whether they realize it or not, they're giving this man all kinds of props because what they're saying is that him and his song was so influential that all he had to do is do the regular shit that an artist does when they break a new song.
That's crazy.
And everyone else will follow suit. Because I would argue that the main reason these motherfuckers are saying that is two. One, they Mortons as a motherfucker. You know, the salt can with the girl with the raincoat and the umbrella. They Morton as a motherfucker that apparently their Grandmaster Flash, their cool Herc that they put on such this pedestal here got fried. That's one.
Right.
Two, y'all mad because everybody else took it and doing what they do with it.
Yeah.
Kendrick has no control over the marching bands that are going to be using that. You know what I'm saying? He has no control over the people who take the song and make music videos of them dancing and shit with the shit. He has nothing to do with.
You think Kendrick made that website game?
Right. Right.
You think Kendrick made that edit of Kendrick dancing with Sonic and Knuckles?
You really think that?
Kendrick, come on now.
Y'all sound goofy as shit. And to GA's point, you know, play stupid games with.
I mean, listen, but still, he didn't do any of that extra stuff.
No.
All that other shit is not him. It's just the song.
Remember what we said earlier about the paradigm shift wave?
Mm-hmm.
That's what it was. He threw the rock in the water.
Mm-hmm.
That wave is everybody else taking it and running with the shit and doing what they're doing. And y'all, but he dragging it. No.
What has he done that you're not supposed to do when you break a song?
He played the song 5 times at one show.
Like, I don't understand. Anyway, so the other narrative that they are pushing is that Drake revitalized Kendrick's career. That is
so corny, though.
Well, so somebody tweeted, I didn't know that you needed to have your career revitalized when you have 17 Grammy Awards, which is third all time among rappers, 1 Pulitzer Prize for music, only rapper, Emmy and American Music Awards, 29 BET Hip Hop Awards, most of any rapper, 58 Grammy Awards, 11 nominations, most again by any rapper. The number one, millions of records sold, Golden Globe nominations, Academy Award nominations, 4 consecutive Album of the Year nominations, 2015 Ebony Magazine 100 Most Influential, Complex Magazine Greatest Rapper Alive in 2013 and 2017. The list goes on. Oh, also, he had, I think he still has, it's either 1 or 2, the highest grossing rap tour for a single person.
Yes.
And that was last year. Yes. What are we?
Hold up, you got to add something else onto that too. He was already $140 million in when this shit started.
Oh yeah.
For those of you that are a wee bit confused about the life of the average artist,
bruh,
we don't make that on regular.
Facts, Gia. Nah, nigga, nah.
We don't make. Y'all need to understand something, man. For that man to be $140 million in before this shit even start kicking off with the whole "they not like us" and all that other shit, $140 million. I promise you, the average musician is not $140 million in. I promise you. If I was, I wouldn't even be. You know what? I would be, but it'd be way different. I would be doing this podcast, but it'd be way different.
Facts.
Way different.
All facts.
You see this shit back?
It's weird.
It'd be palm trees and shit. What the fuck?
It's really weird.
Oh, weirdos. No, it's time to get personal. It's time to get personal. Y'all weird as fuck. And y'all did this for apparently who exactly? Is this Cool Herc to you guys?
Bruh.
Is it?
The problem that you're having right now, the problem that you're experiencing is when you ask that question,
they don't know who Cool Herc is.
They wouldn't have any idea. They couldn't tell you yes or no. They couldn't tell you yes or no. What do you mean?
Oh my goodness, bro!
Like, is that an ice cream? Like, bro, no, these people that we're talking about would not be able to tell you yes or no.
This is a problem. See, it's the love and hate issue going on here. You love to see that hip hop has gotten so far and that it's reached a huge audience, but you hate to see that it's gotten so far that there are people with zero reference of what this thing even is. Right?
Well, here's the thing, because it was one of the parts that I was going to address when we were heavy into the beef, and I realized something as I was doing it, that it would take too much time to fully explain the point that I was trying to make. But people talk about how prolific Drake is, and that is true. The problem, though, is what I don't see anybody that brings that point up mention. We're talking about rap.
Say it again, please.
We're talking about rap. So, like, his average, these numbers are off slightly. I don't know if they're high or low, but it's around this area. His average for albums released is like 1.5 per year, and his average for singles released is like 7 a year or something like that. It's a ridiculous number. It's absolutely amazing to be able to put out that much music. Now, there are reasons, but the point I'm making is, I don't think anybody's ever sat down, and I wasn't about to do all that work because it would have required me to listen to every single. No, I'm not doing that.
Good on that.
Yeah, nobody. I don't think everybody's ever thought to separate what the rap songs are from what the pop songs are.
Right.
So I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
If we took out all the pop shit, it would be much closer to a normal release.
Yes, I agree.
If not lower.
I agree.
If not lower.
There are other factors as well, I believe, too. But for the most part, yeah.
So I've always, I realized, I was like, oh, wait, this is why. And it would be it's way too much. It would be way too much work for me to actually prove it. But
I want to actually I want to go to something that GA said. Drake fans are shocked.
That's the point. That's kind of the same point I'm making.
Yeah, like and you can tell too by the reactions. You could tell by the reaction to this. Like for the initiated, right?
Yeah.
This is a beef. Oh shit, we about to say something, right?
Yeah.
For the initiated. To the uninitiated, who don't listen to hip hop, don't have a reference for the fact that this is part of the culture of it.
Right.
They're horrified that someone is saying mean things to their Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
How dare you talk that way about my Beatles? How dare you say that? That's horrible. Why would anybody do that? Right. Musicians aren't supposed to. You new here? This hip hop. We gonna say it.
Thanks.
We gonna say it. You new here, and that's what it is. And then it's the clash of two audiences, two different types of audiences. Because then you have the audience like we just discussed, where for them this is, how dare y'all? No, you never heard Frank Zappa say stuff about. Well, you might.
I'll give you a perfect example. I'll give you a perfect example. Where are we? So, Hotline Bling, one of Drake's biggest songs ever. This single is Diamond. He stole the song. He stole the concept. I do think he wrote the song, but he did steal the concept. But one of his biggest singles ever, Diamond, Soul Diamond, hit the number one on the rap charts. It is not a rap song.
No, it's not.
So that's the type of stuff that I'm talking about. And I would have to do way too much work to actually prove it.
That he has a bunch of those type of things.
Yeah. So it's like,
I remember when remember when Andre 3000 put that rock album out? For all intents and purposes, that was pop rock album.
Yeah.
I remember the discussions around that. Morgan State has a radio program called Strictly Hip Hop. I don't know if they still do it, but they used to do it years ago.
Right.
I listen to it all the time. Hip hop from 12 midnight all the way to like 4 or 5 in the morning. They just play hip hop. They would have local artists come up there, all that other shit. So they had a discussion right around that time. Is that a hip hop album? Now I called up there and was like, no, and that's okay.
Right. Absolutely.
Like, y'all keep saying that because he raps, that makes this a no.
Nah.
And you're not doing him any favors doing that, because that's not how he's presenting this.
Right.
Like, yes, he's going to get the benefit of his name and what he's already established in rap, but he's also going to get, it's detrimental because some places may not want to play his shit because, oh, he's a rapper. But this music specifically fits your playlist. You know what I'm saying? So now, though, it's such a blend.
Yeah. So, and that's one of those situations where I wouldn't be, if I were to put in the effort to actually do this, I would be strict about the definition of whether it was a rap song or not. Right. Having a couple bars on the song does not make it a rap song.
Thank you.
It's just like having a sung chorus does not exclude it from being a rap song.
Yo, case in point, Bobby Brown used to do what some refer to as rap on his songs and shit. They were still on.
Right. Well, we stick with Drake. Best I've had, like it or not, it's a rap song. Yeah. I know he sings the hook, but
it's still a rap song.
He has verses that he raps, like multiple verses where he's rapping. It's a rap song. So, like, I'm like, the curiosity in me is like really wants to do this. The real person though,
nope,
has no interest. I want to do this because I want to know.
It might not be that difficult as you think now, because you do have help now. You have.
No, I don't trust them. I don't trust them with hip hop.
Just fact check. You was going to do that anyway.
That's what I'm saying. Yo, like I feel like too much. All right, so a little inside baseball for this whole AI thing. I don't trust it. I feel like I have to do more work to get hip hop out of AI than not using AI in the first place. At least getting an answer that I trust and believe. I feel like I have to do more work than I would have had to if I didn't use it in the first place.
Right.
Like, you remember the fucking rating thing that and how much I had to put into it to get it to actually, I had to tell you that you are this and blah, blah.
It's a lot.
So I wish. I absolutely wish, because I would have simply.
Right.
Drake, rap, pop. Yeah.
Because you're afraid you're going to call something rap that ain't rap.
Yeah, yo.
Yeah.
And then because the nigga got so many songs, because he has so many songs, I'm fairly certain that at some point it's going to start hallucinating.
It will.
It's going to start giving me songs.
The only way that you can avoid that, the only way you can avoid that, I think, you have a better chance of avoiding that, is if you was to put all of his work in a PDF and then give it to it, so it had that to go off of. And even then, if you go too long on the thread, you know what I'm saying? Go too long on the thread, that context window, them tokens start being a little funny. You know what I'm saying?
Like the song Take Care with Rihanna. I'm pretty sure, I don't remember it word for word, but I'm pretty sure it's not a fucking rap song. Number 2 on the rap charts. Like, and I feel like that's a lot of that.
Don't you think though? Don't you think that in a lot of ways them doing that delegitimizes the charts?
No, and I'll tell you why.
Mm-hmm.
It's similar to your argument about people who are complaining about the Drake and Kendrick beef.
Mm-hmm.
If you are going to say that now, then you should have never trusted the charts in the first place, because the charts have always, since been pimping, allowed people, because they happen to be black, put them in some rap chart or whatever. For instance, the biggest R&B chart is U.S. R&B / hip hop. That's not right. So if that wasn't the case, absolutely, I would 100% think that would delegitimize the charts. But since they've been doing that from the beginning, I can't really argue with it.
I hate it. I hate it.
It's terrible.
I don't like it. Like, it's as terrible. Far as I'm concerned, like what they're supposed to do, to me, what a chart is supposed to do is chart spins, plays, purchases, shit like that.
Right. Like, no, that shit should matter. And it's like, so like for one, and this is what confuses me and means that I would actually have to listen to every fucking song. So the song One Dance is not a rap song. Mm-hmm. And it does not chart on the US rap. Right. There's no number here.
Right.
But there are other songs that are absolutely not rap songs and it charts. So it's like, I don't.
Yeah, but that's the inconsistency right there. Like, of what use is, like, of what use is it if it's not gonna, if you're not gonna do what your stated
right?
What use are you?
I couldn't even.
And then something else that's kind of funky about a lot of that, now we on that particular side of the topic, is the way they've made adjustments for streaming to try to adjust it to the old days where you actually bought physical units. Like, I feel like there's some fugazi shit going on over there. They're like,
yo, it was almost as if that's the case, GA, which is wild.
Yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact.
That absolutely has an influence on it. Yo, I just saw the funniest shit that I'm not even going to elaborate, because I absolutely vehemently hate when the jokes are explained. It's hilarious if you get it, and if you don't get it, we just gonna move on.
Right.
I am simultaneously flabbergasted and not surprised at all that Drake has a song with Zoe Kravitz, and I'm just gonna move on.
Wow.
So the next thing.
Wow.
Next week, what's the wildest situation that happened at your place of employment? Someone quote tweeted it and said, someone kept writing bitch with their shit on the bathroom walls. Our janitor lady kept finding it and reporting it in tears. The last night it happened, someone wrote white bitch. The employees at this job are 95% black. The janitor called the police this time. The janitor was white. The janitor called the police this time. The tapes were reviewed. Turns out she was the one who was doing it. Yeah.
All right, so there are so many things. I often look at people and try to figure out what is broken in you. Broken.
Yeah.
It's strange.
I mean, broken dreams don't match their reality how they hope it seems.
Like, the fact that you're wielding excrement as a writing utensil. It's like, so are you dipping your finger in it?
Yo, no, I don't want to know. I'm not that curious.
Or do you grab one of
the nigga? Stop. I'm not that curious about this particular story.
Well, here's the thing. Beyond the story, they did that in the Capitol, and I'm trying to figure out.
No, that's facts. That's facts.
What the? Hey, yo. Hey, yo. This is hilarious, yo.
Facts.
Oh, there's the bottom.
No, shut up. Shut up, my guy. Damn.
There's a bottom. Look. Yo, now, what's the next story? God damn.
This is another example. I try to bring these up every now and then because I like balance of these situations where...
Yo, Discord said, nah, TP. Please don't tell me you got experience doing that.
Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. So this is another example of people being too sensitive. And again, in the way that I say, not in these fucking edgelord.
Right.
Fucking incels and all that shit. No.
He said Irish be like...
Yo, that's funny. Okay. So the person says, if a man gets you pregnant, do you think a man should have a say in you getting an abortion or not, right? Mm-hmm. The direct reply to that is, yes, you didn't make that baby yourself. You knew it was your body before you laid down and had sex and got pregnant with your child. So I feel his feelings and thoughts and opinions should be considered before you make that decision. A person responding directly to that comment, so not to any other comment, not somewhere else on the thread, no, directly to this comment, says rape exists. So the person she replied to said, no shit, Sherlock. She said, taking into consideration that people don't have the funds, it's illegal now. People are put into unpreventable circumstances to where they can't get it done. Also, yes, take the guy's feelings into consideration. Trapping someone ain't it. So she says back to her, why would anyone be thinking about someone who was sexually assaulted when it came to this post? It literally has nothing to do with the post. As if a woman who was sexually assaulted is going to consider what her assailant wants, if she even knows who her assailant is. She says, but it's also a factor into the conversation. That's the only reason I said that. She replies back, I'm not even being funny right now. How is it a factor when I'm sure that we're talking about consenting adults having sex and making a baby? You even went as far as saying some people don't have the funds or it's not legal where they are. But I'm just trying to figure out what that has to do with the original post. She's just talking about if two consenting adults have sex and make a baby, does the man have a say in whether she keeps it or not? Then this dumbass says, no, I was specifically referencing your reply. She says, that still doesn't make any sense. My reply was based on two consenting adults.
Right. Right. Also,
the stupid ass, the dumbass's last comment was, your reply just seemed shallow because you didn't mention that people get sexually assaulted. So I brought it into the conversation.
Oh, jeez. Listen, I think some people might react to has say so as if, yes, it should be fact. And I think they're misinterpreting the say so part. I really do. Like it's basically feedback. Like we in this together, right? But it's your body, so you.
Yeah, at the end of the day,
you get the lion's share of the. But I think what he thinks should be allowed to be stated.
Yeah,
it should be allowed to be stated.
Absolutely.
It's your body. You're gonna do what you want.
It's not the end all be all, but you know, you should want to know if you're going to have a partner that is
in good standing as two adults who decide to have sex, or y'all in a relationship.
And GA brought up the thing that we always say.
That person had a whole other conversation prep and was trying. We said that on this show all the time. Like, that's a whole other conversation you wanted to have.
She was ready. And she probably saw the original post. And she was like, "Oh, somebody's gonna say something about it. Come on,
I get the finally conversation after having myself.
5 hours later, it still hadn't happened. Damn, come on, somebody. All right, fuck it. I'm gonna pick a random comment.
That shit is so prevalent.
Nobody's talking about sexual assault.
That shit's so prevalent online, bro. Where if they find the least thing that's somewhat adjacent to the conversation, they will slide that shit in.
And I'm so happy she said, if you were sexually assaulted, who in their right mind would think about considering what he feels about the situation? Like, what do you?
there was some suggested laws.
Oh no, facts.
Where that was very, and it's like that people, anyone, you are, what side of political, whatever. I don't even like saying sides.
Right.
Political thing because it's more than two. It's more than two, right? But anybody that would attempt to make a law that would give the raper any right, is crazy. Like,
super crazy.
I wouldn't trust them to put in
with anything
an ordinance to get a bridge built.
Right.
Like,
yeah. Nah.
All
right. Next crazy ass story. So, Oakland rapper Tan the God shot and killed while hosting a grand opening for a new beauty supply store in Oakland, California. So that sounds super sad and crazy and stop the violence and all that other shit, right? That's the backstory.
Not to be
flippant. Here's the backstory.
But this is what I meant when I said niggas get shot every day, B.
Well, no, that's facts. But here's the backstory. So she murdered her abusive ex-boyfriend, who was a gang member. She then went into protective custody. After that, she made a diss song about murdering him with him as the cover, called him a woodpeck with his face as a peck, then left protective custody.
Oh,
damn. And had this event.
Damn.
Listen, this isn't the move. Why would you even think? I'm praying for the babies. I'm just gonna say that because she don't look like she any older than 24.
My God.
So I'm just gonna go ahead and because why did you think that this was a good idea? Why did you think this was a good idea? I understand getting your revenge.
Right.
I get that.
Right.
Absolutely. I think you should have stopped because you won. Because you clearly got off.
Right.
Because you were in protective custody.
Mm-hmm.
So that probably should have been the end of that.
Should have.
Yeah. And it should not have ended this way.
No. Decidedly not.
Like, what are we doing? Can we learn how to win?
No. See, this is the problem, B. I feel like just as a whole, as a society, we have adopted certain attitudes, certain ways of thinking that are specifically the opposite of winning, right? Like we've adopted it and then we've embraced it to the point where we don't see any other way around that. And when somebody mentions there could potentially be a different way to do this, everyone loses their mind, right? You know what I'm saying? It's like imagine you're in a runaway car. The brakes are not working. You can't even control the steering wheel, right? And you're literally crashing into things.
Yeah.
You're crashing into things, but it hasn't been that one thing that took you out yet.
Right.
Then all of a sudden, you get control of the wheel where you can move, but you choose not.
Bruh. Right.
When you start seeing the results of certain shit, certain attitudes, certain ways of looking at shit, and see what it's, you can't see everything's on fire.
Yeah.
You can't see everything's on fire, but you're going to keep doing it.
Now, I don't know how protective custody works, but the story as it's told says she left.
Why did you?
That implies that she chose.
Why would you do that, though?
Yeah. Especially given what you had been doing. You had started making diss songs about the nigga.
Oh, jeez.
Like, I just don't.
It's crazy.
Y'all not bright.
No. See, there. This is another case where words mean things. This is another case, right? That's why when politicians get on TV and go talk about the American people are smart. Where? When? A
person is smart. People are dumb.
Right.
Like, bro, what are you doing?
I just feel
you made it out.
Yeah, you got away from that.
You know how many people don't make it out of abusive relationships? You made it out. Why would you do this? This ain't the time for some weird ass
rat beef. For rat beef.
Like, what did we tell you? You knew he was a gang member.
That shit crazy.
What did you anticipate? You just thought you was going to be able to perform that feat over and over and over and over again for like each person that came towards you.
Drill got a lot of these motherfuckers.
Bruh,
it really.
Like, what are we doing?
Like this, and this is classic. Motherfuckers are writing songs after killing somebody's friend or family member, and they're dunking on the fact that they did it in the song. And you think nothing's gonna happen behind
you think that this is a smart use of your time?
Is that what you think? Yo, motherfuckers have gotten beat in the face with bricks over a lot less. Over a lot less than that. You kill my homie or my family member and then write a song about it,
bruh.
I'm gonna find you. The fuck?
It's like, bruh, like, what are you doing? You're making this anyway. Moving on. So this next tweet, there's no real purpose to it. It's just kind of dope. You could not be so Common and Pete Rock. Have you listened to it yet?
Yes.
Yeah. It's pretty dope. Pretty dope. Mm-hmm. So in the lead up to the album, they performed on the Tonight Show. Nigga, I don't know if it is possible outside of like festivals and shit, or like a specific posse cut, like a big posse cut.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's possible to have a video that is more symbolic of artistic hip hop.
Right.
This fucking video has Common, of course, Pete Rock, as much as he's on the I'm Watching You list right now, Questlove, The Roots, Pasta News, De La Soul, and Bilal in this video. You can't get more. It's hard to get more hip hop than that performance. Like,
and more artistic, like you say, artistic. Like this is the equivalent of walking into a room with a million paintbrushes and a million easels.
Bruh. It's like, what more could you possibly want? You just,
right.
Yeah.
Right.
It's like, fuck, man, I got it right now.
Yeah.
There's no way around. I saw that shit. I was like, God damn it. He was right. See? Like, yo, seriously. So De La, Roots, Common, Pete Rock.
Bill said that set smelled like incest. Yo,
facts. All facts.
It smelled like Indian sandalwood, bro.
De La, Roots, Common, Pete Rock, Bilal. How do you? That's nothing. Nobody.
Right.
It's not a thing. Like, not, and to be clear, for those who want to be disingenuous, I'm not saying that nothing could match it.
Right.
But imagine there's a bottle.
Right.
You couldn't fit any more hip hop into this particular bottle.
Right.
It's just, it's no way.
It's no way.
Yeah. Next tweet. Oh, okay. So this is, I mentioned before, I don't know if I read this tweet or not. So stop me if I have. The B vid. All right. So, because the thing about the B video is, even though people were in the video, they weren't performing. All these motherfuckers were performing. Pasta News had a verse. Common had a verse, of course. I mean, Pete Rock wasn't technically performing, so sure. But the Roots band was playing, and Bilal was singing the hook. Like, that's the only reason I say it like that because, bruh. So GH said it smelled like black love and sandalwood. No, like what? No. It's a fucking Soulquarians reunion.
Yo,
like
it smelled like piping hot bean pie. And that
facts, yo, Bossa Deuce even has a fucking line in his verse that says something to the effect of, "We could be telling y'all stuff from the Quran or for Corinthians," and it's like, yo, that's. Anyway, so again, interrupt me if I read this before, because I know we were talking about it, but I never read because I couldn't find the fucking tweet. Right. About how Drake stole Fonte's whole style. So Drake's biggest inspiration musically, at least what he said at the time. Yeah, the visuals for B, yes, absolutely. So Drake's biggest inspiration musically that he had said at that time was Fonte from Little Brother. Right. He mentioned it a lot early in his career. And Fonte was on a couple of songs on the Comeback Season mixtape. Fonte is known for being able to rap and sing. Like, outside of being in Little Brother, he has a separate group where he mainly just sings. Right. And they have like worldwide renown and all that other shit. So to paint a clearer picture, actually, I think I might have to play some audio for this one for y'all to fully hear and understand what's going on. Let me see. Yeah. Percent. Share screen. And share system audio. Oh no, I don't want to share system audio because I don't want the echo. All right, so I'm gonna share just the window. Oh no, the Chrome tab. It's Silas. I think this is right. Yeah. Okay. So says to paint a clearer picture, this was 2005. Tell me who ended up coming out sounding exactly like this a few years later.
Oh, damn.
And that's some hard shit to explain. Sometimes I think I'm from another world. When I'm trying to tell a woman just exactly where I stand at. I want a girl when I want a girl. And when I don't want a girl, I want a girl who understands that. And that's some hard shit.
To say that Drake did not at one point in his career sound like that, you would be being disingenuous. So Fonte is successful independently and never cares about the spotlight, but Drake made promises both privately and publicly that he'd give Fonte, he'd have Fonte on take care. But then Drake went ghost. Fonte never tripped, but we kind of saw Drake steal so many people's styles and songs and profit from it. They had forgotten that it came from Fonte and saying Fonte should have.
Why you over there looking at me? Why your man standing right beside you? The temporary happiness he might provide you, but you know I know that nobody.
Now that's a song that Little Brother was on, but nigga, that is Fonte's style. Like there is there is no going away from that. Like you can't go around it.
Go back and listen to some of Big Sean's old stuff.
I mean, that's the thing too. That's the thing too. And that's the point. Like, it was a couple years that Drake was still doing the Fonte thing. Like, it's crazy. It's crazy. So moving.
Hey, hold up. Before we move on to that, it is a difference between you having an appreciation.
Oh, absolutely. You can pay homage.
Pay homage.
And also, I'll even give you that it's okay to sound like your favorite person at first.
I was about to say that because that's literally how most rappers do that shit.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like who they were most influenced by, and then over the course of time they evolved their own style, right?
Yeah, facts.
But
absolutely,
at that point in the game, like you still take your nigga's shit.
Like, when Comeback Season, you had 3 or 4 mixtapes before that, sir.
Yeah, like you still snatch up. Yo, do you know how many rapidy raps I wrote before I even recorded one?
Right.
So it's like you already in the recording part of and releasing part of your shit, and it looks funny.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. All right. So this last one is just somebody he could have gotten if it was just a dumbass of the week thing. He could have gotten it. Yeah. So white people. All right. Let me stop real quick. I want to say that absolutely, Gia. I want to say that I want to try to fight back against this notion of super successful people, numbers wise, and the role that white people play in that. It ain't that much of us in this country, sir. So
14 to 15.
Yeah, and even less back then.
Yes, very much
so when we're talking about major success, major mainstream success, you don't get that without white people. That's not how that works.
Yeah. To say otherwise,
you're being disingenuous.
It's disingenuous and a bit.
It's a pipe dream.
Stupid. Like
yes, 1000%.
Stupid. Like,
so I bring that up in this situation because Bad Boys 4 just came out, and it like beat a bunch of expectations and broke some records and all that other type shit. You don't do that without white people. That's not how that works.
Facts.
Okay, now to the tweet. White people must really be done with Will Smith. First time on BET Awards. Number one, that is not his first time on the BET Awards. And that's the point that we're going to harp on. So somebody responded to him and said, yo, loud and wrong. This motherfucker goes with the double down. Now,
you never double
down. I think the reason I will shoot him a little bit of bail before I just go in on him. Because he says this on one of these tweets. He had been getting slammed. He had been getting slammed. By the time this tweet came, he had already been getting slammed. He was tired of getting slammed. Okay, I understand that. However, you got to understand what you're doing and where you're doing it. Because for you to be so loud and wrong while you're talking about someone who is so beloved, on Twitter, you gotta know that they're coming for you. You gotta know they're
coming in all shapes,
sizes,
and colors.
Droves, my guy, droves. So his response to her was, "Welcome to Twitter, where you can tweet whatever you want because you're the only one with access to your own page." This motherfucker. And then the floodgates open. Somebody said, "Why do y'all do this instead of just being wrong? It's so mind-boggling to be so defensive of something so minuscule."
Yo, you know the funny thing about that right there is I see way too many examples of that. Yo, you can't just be wrong. Is your identity so wrapped up in that opinion that you can't be wrong about it? Or it shatters everything. Walls start closing in, and the walls of reality start to tear. And what the fuck? You was just wrong.
Shit. It's the craziest shit. So he says, "I was tired of writing I was wrong in all the comments." Again, this is him. But take a second, you'll see it. Mind-boggling is hilarious, by the way. It's just Twitter. Unboggle. No, nigga. And somebody responded to him and said, somebody responded to him and said, "Then don't write anything."
Yeah, fact.
Because that's how Twitter works. Unless your profile is private, anything that you make a status, everybody can potentially see
and comment.
Yeah, and you're talking about somebody as big as Will Smith. Not even historically, but currently, because he just put out that damn movie
Right.
And he had just been on the BET Awards.
Right.
So he's in the current conversation of the zeitgeist. So you kind of had to expect some type of something.
No, because I'm gonna tell yo, there is a lack of awareness that's floating. I used to think that too. I used to go, come on, you had to know. And then I start seeing more examples of just lack of awareness, lack of being able to read the room, take the temperature. Like they can't, and I think some of these people, it's a certain level of arrogance.
Right.
You know? They don't feel like they have to be able to read the room.
Yeah.
I said what I said. Oh, okay.
Right. Okay. All right. Well, we're gonna say what we're gonna say. And these some more responses to him saying, welcome to Twitter, where you can tweet whatever you want because it's your page. Somebody said, welcome to the internet, where you can also tweet loud and wrong, incorrect information, and people can correct you because they did the simple research and you didn't.
Welcome.
Somebody else says, nobody said you couldn't post whatever you want. It's still wrong.
Yeah, you posted something wrong and they told you.
Yeah. Somebody else said, what does this have to do with you being wrong? Somebody else said, you are wrong, because that literally was not his first time on the BET Awards. Somebody else said, your own page is wrong and loud. Somebody else says,
that should be the name of your page now.
Nigga. So somebody else says, so that excuse gives you reasons as to why you're being so loud and wrong? Yeah.
One of the reasons people feel like they can be loud and wrong because people lack shame. I've noticed this on every platform. Like people have no shame. Like the idea that they could be misinforming somebody, that doesn't cross their mind. And if it did, they don't care.
They don't care. Yeah.
They don't care.
Yo, just say you're embarrassed and wrong and keep it pushing, because this follow-up tweet is almost just as stupid as your original one. Nigga, just shut up and delete this wrong ass tweet.
Yo, what would have happened if he had just said, whatever, I don't care. Seriously.
Bro, that probably would have been so much easier on his mental and everything.
Yeah.
So you're proud of being ignorant and stupid?
Basically.
Oh, this is your defense for a brain dead take?
Damn, brain dead.
Yeah, and also where idiots like you love to indulge in the spreading of misinformation, loser ass nigga.
Right.
You have the absolute right to be incorrect and ignorant all you want. Everyone else also has the right to tell you that you're stupid.
That's kind of how the internet goes. You know,
it's kind of how it works.
This is the other reason why, if you still, I'm gonna say this to a lot of my friends, if you're still in the street, you shouldn't be online. The reason I'm telling you that is a lot of the rules that we had in the street don't apply online. And for instance, it is a well-known fact, ain't no Robert De Niro nigga talking crazy to a street nigga in real life. We in the same neighborhood. Nah, they're not gonna talk crazy to him.
Sure.
Online, half of these people talking that shit to you, they're not about that life.
All right.
But they don't have to be.
No, they don't have to be.
They don't have to be.
After doing some cursory research, I gotta take back that bill I shot him.
Damn.
Because he only responded to 2 people before this.
Really?
And they were not all right. So let me give you the ones he responded to. Somebody said a quick Google search would attest otherwise. He said, well put. Okay, cool. That was a good one. That was a good response. Somebody said he just had $1 billion movie at the box office. His response was, oh wow, I never knew that. Sarcasm, sir.
Yep.
Cut that shit out.
And also, it's the worst type of sarcasm in this case, because the sarcasm that kind of points to an idea that you know stuff.
Right.
When you just said something,
you clearly fucked up.
Sounds like it comes from someone who doesn't know stuff.
Right. The next one, he had y'all just be yapping. His response, and you just be looking like Young Thug. Congrats. No, my nigga, you don't get this bail no more. It's crazy how Will Smith has spent his entire career employing and uplifting black creatives and get shit on like this. His response, Will Smith will never see this. No, nigga, you don't get no bail. Never mind. Never mind.
He said, yo, this nigga flat out said, I don't look like Sway in the morning, nigga. You do. With that young, like, yo, what is wrong? Come on, man.
Yeah, no, never mind. This nigga don't get no bill. My bad. I apologize for my outburst.
Wow.
All right. Let me see. Oh, so yeah. So it is time for
the week. So I'll just start this off by stating the obvious first.
Obvious?
It's obvious. I'm about to state.
Huh. Is it so obvious?
It really is. So these cats, no, that's not what I was going to start with.
I'm about to say nigga. Nigga.
So as you guys
know, talk about that elephant before we talk about the cats.
So as you guys know, we released the song Broken.
Oh, did we now?
On all streaming services everywhere. And also along with that, there's some new merch. You might want to check the ReaperLegion.com store. It's a broken shirt, but it's more stuff than that. I'm starting a whole women's line on there, the Lady Reaper line. So go check that out as well. And I think it's worthy of a conversation about this particular song and why we did it. So
yeah.
Gonna go backwards a little bit. I was done with this shit.
Well, objection already, sir. That's not entirely true.
It's at least 75% true.
Okay. All
right. I'm not. I already did it. 40 plus years. I already did it.
I'm just waiting for my point to jump in. Okay. Now keep going. Keep going. This is great.
Already did that. And then circumstances changed.
Yep. Absolutely. Yep.
Which made it so much easier to do. On a lot of levels. Right? So to be clear, I'm still not chasing it.
Sure.
The way I was before, because
right. That was a while ago. That was a different tune.
Yeah, it was a whole different. I had different responsibilities, different, passions. And I got a lot of shit to do now.
Yeah. It's facts.
But even with these new changes that took place, I still was like,
yeah.
And then this motherfucker over here.
Listen.
This motherfucker over here. He did the one thing that my obstinate ass that would make me do it. Like, if you do I'm one of them stubborn motherfuckers where if you do the opposite of certain things, I'll do, and I won't realize until after I've already done it. So the expectation from him, at least from me to him, was that he's gonna keep nagging me about this shit. He's gonna keep, and I'm gonna keep saying no, fuck that.
Yeah.
You know that meme with Tracy Morgan? We going no, that's me. That's me all day.
1000%.
But he didn't do that.
No, wouldn't be free.
Because he knew I was going to look. I'm always going to be writing something.
Yep.
Always whatever. But the fact that it's much easier now to do a lot of this shit means I'd be writing a lot more, and eventually I'd be writing some shit that I was going to put out. Right? That's just how it works. Like, why I have it there if you're not going to? You know what I'm saying?
And then every now and then, hey, look what I did.
Yeah, that's the.
Look at this shit. Yo, did you know you could?
And he said nothing. He didn't take that and go, see, that's why you need to see that. He didn't do that, right?
Nope.
And before I knew it, I had released something.
Well, but wait. Even before that, first it was, this. I wish I had this back when. Oh yeah, okay. Then it was, I could really. Yeah, I think I can imagine somebody doing something like that. Then it was, yo, this shit, I found one that was so such and such. I said, oh, yo, that's fire. And sure enough, eventually, yo, I did some little verse. Oh, interesting. You did know. Huh. Who would have ever expected that would happen?
Shut the hell up. Shut the hell up. Listen. This shit, it got to a point where I feel stupid not doing it when it's this easy.
Who are you to not take advantage of the situation that we're in?
And there's a segment of my personality that's very opportunistic. Like, I can do that. Especially with creativity. That's the other thing. I got this monkey on my back. And Napalm need to go to fuck home. But that's not the point.
That's hilarious.
Listen. I never left the creative space. I'm writing fiction. I'm editing videos and shit. Like, I never left the creative space. It's just that problem. Like, no, I'm not chasing that shit. And then I realized I don't have to. I don't have to chase. Trap what I want. And it's easy. It's not even. But there is a side of this that is potentially going to balloon into something bigger because it's so easy to do. More on that later. But so I had this verse. I let SBJ hear it. Now, me and SBJ have done projects together. We've never been on the same song.
No, we got Liberty.
Oh, Liberty. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Other than that, that's something we do. And y'all know I'm not feature heavy.
Right.
So I let him hear it. I said, you want to put a verse on this?
Nigga.
He was like, don't mind if I do. Don't mind if I do. As to the theming of the song Broken. Y'all know me. I very rarely do meaningless shit. Music. I typically get inspired by the world around me. Shit that's going on. And these are my observations. So I used to say back in the day, if you follow me on social media, when I posted a lot more of my thoughts about a lot of this shit, you automatically would know what was going to be on that album, right? Because I'm talking about that sort of shit. This is really no different. I have a different framework for a lot of the stuff now. You know, there's different things that inform it, but it's really not that much different. The shit I see and observe and the way I interpret it, that goes into the music. So you will rarely hear me just doing a song to brag or boast about some shit. That's not, that hasn't been my reality creatively in music space since I was probably in my 20s. Right? That's not, nah. In this particular song, it addresses quite a few things, both macro and micro. Just the state of everything. It's fucking broken. Y'all can see it. And the main thing about that is the people are broken. We see evidence of this every chance we get. But specifically, my community, the diaspora of my community. There is a level of brokenness there that seems at times unrepairable. Because if you're submerged in the very thing that broke you, what are the odds that you're ever gonna come up out of that? Like you're saturated in it. The stink is on you, right? And that and that is a cause of great irritation and annoyance to me on a regular basis. That's what they tell you. Marissa will tell you. This shit annoys me. It annoys me when I see the result of some foul shit that was done, and then in our attempt to turn shit into sugar, we started embracing certain shit and making that the priority over the other shit. And it's like, so you know the reason we're here. You down and such because they wanted your ass to harvest the sugar cane, motherfucker. We left the same fucking port on the continent and shit. We left the same fucking port. They just let me off in Virginia. They let my family off in Virginia. They let you off further down. And when I see us, I get the fact of taking a bad situation and trying to do what you can, because you still gotta live a life. Right? You still gotta live a life. I get that. I understand it. And within that bad situation, you maybe created some things that you're proud of. Like, yo, this is what we did. We had a bad situation. We kind of came up out of it a bit, and we accomplished this. We created this. This is something unique about us. I get all of that, because very few cultures are devoid of the trauma that helps them create through the trauma. Very few cultures. It's in there, right? But we have gotten to the point, maybe we were there long before I noticed it, probably so, where we let that separate us.
Yeah.
And I gotta tell you, globally, motherfuckers are calling shots that don't look like us.
Yeah.
Part of that is because we stuck on stupid about some of these other things instead of priority. Yes, we can have the individual things that we created, absolutely, but that don't mean we need to be pushing each other away.
Right.
No, you ain't this, you ain't. What? It's goofy and it's an irritant. So that's kind of what my verse was about. And also, of course, some of these motherfuckers that y'all looking up to, y'all expect them to say something on our behalf. They never gave a fuck. Cool story, bro. Cool story, meaning I'm gonna write this particular song about this particular thing because it's a trending topic.
Right.
And y'all gonna eat it up going, you like us. It's about money, B. That was a trending topic. He spoke on that because it's keyword heavy. It's SEO friendly. Right? You know what I'm saying?
Nice.
Like, and we keep doing that with celebrities and sports figures and shit like that. We keep doing that. Very few people do that. They look up to them for other reasons, not these important things. You know what I'm saying? Not these. So we got to come up out of it. But I know it's from the trauma. It's from not having people in those positions of power to look at and go, hey, I like the cut of his jib. I'm gonna do like that. I get it. But it's 2024. Couple of things. Stop trusting politicians.
I mean,
stop it. Stop trusting political parties. Stop it. Whatever dogma or doctrine that they're feeding you, put that shit to the test.
Yeah.
Put it to the test. See if it helps you. See if it helps your community. If not, and stop defending presidential candidates,
bro.
Stop it. Who gives a fuck what happens to them? You know what I'm saying? Who cares? Are you going to do something, anything for the people? If not, I don't fuck on none of that.
That's simple.
So that's why I kind of focus my verse on. Now, SPJ, on the other hand, I'm going to let him explain his verse and why he came with the stuff.
Y'all stupid.
He has some, the broken scheme.
Y'all dumb. It's really that simple. Like my focus was like, so, all right, I'll say it like this. Where Tim was focusing on macro and micro, I'm just focusing on micro. The ones of us that are still here,
yeah,
but I'm not talking about culturally different. Like,
yes,
I'm talking about specifically any of the diaspora. But if you're here,
right?
If you're here,
right?
There are some issues that we got to talk about, and y'all seem to not understand it. Y'all don't know what the fuck y'all talking about.
You don't know what the fuck you're talking about. It's the reason why I focused on when I was doing the rollout promo stuff up to that point. I focused on lyrics. This is the other thing too that I feel like just culturally, well, hip hop, we gotta get back to. What the fuck are you saying?
Right. That matters.
So I focused on lyrics.
Yeah.
What the fuck are you saying? GA just said, if it ain't talking radical progression right now, it's propaganda.
Facts.
Like, people's lives are at stake, and not just lives, quality of life.
Yeah.
Or you gonna go through another couple centuries of that bullshit. Like, what the fuck? What the fuck? Like, but I'm gonna let SPJ continue.
I just wanted to pack as much of how because I say on the show all the time, I don't like talking politics.
He don't.
So when I do, I want to make sure I'm saying something.
Yeah.
I want to make sure there's something tangible that you can get from the point that I'm trying to make.
Right.
And I try to do it in a way that, like, if you different types of people, the line can apply to you.
Yes.
If you listen to it, if you're actually listening to understand.
Right.
So when I said, so just remember when you see me chilling by the ocean breeze and stay behind to accumulate breast token rings. That could be about you choosing to continue to live here.
Yeah.
That could be you continuing to, like, put all your life into the rat race.
Yes.
Instead of taking time for yourself and
exactly.
relaxing and being away from that shit. That could be for a couple of different things. So it's like, that's always my goal when I, like, because I do. Listen, I will rap about nothing.
You will rap just to rap.
I will rap just to rap. There's so, ever since this whole Kendrick and Drake thing started, and again, I said this before, I'm not attributing all of it to them.
No.
It's just how the timeline worked, B.
Yes.
Since that just started, niggas been out here rapping. And
they have. They really have.
I just want parts. So
I think that's the other thing about that too. Because I'm watching LL Cool J and them, Common and
Freeway,
like man dropping all
right. Nigga, what is going on?
I'm gonna get a piece of that cake. What those niggas talking about? Like when I did the interview for NPR, one thing I learned about when Jamila Bay did that interview is that she focused on lyrics and stuff that we were saying. I'm gonna go through my portion of my first verse, and I'm gonna let you do the same. I said, "You're all broken and shattered beyond your recognition. Nobody's coming to save you from out of your condition. Celebrities, gurus, and definitely no politicians. You lost in the sauce, just languishing up in this position. The same ones that put that knife in you are the same ones that's gaslighting you, soon to be igniting you." What I'm talking about. Many times, the very people that violated you, they did it with a smile.
Mm-hmm.
They did it with a fucking smile. They violated you with a smile, and then they're trying to make you believe they didn't violate you.
Oh, yeah. I'm here to help.
Yeah, I'm here to help. These are the same people. These are the same people you leaning on to get the help from. The very people that put you in that spot in the first goddamn place.
Mm-hmm. 1,000%.
And if you think they're not setting you up to set your ass on fire, you're crazy.
You bugging.
You're bugging. You're bugging.
You're not thinking this through.
The part where I said, because they don't give a fuck if you suffering under their decisions or think that they devils and all of this is your own perdition. They don't. Like that calling people devils, it feel good. When you're angry, it feel good. They don't care.
Nope. Makes them no never mind.
The same, whether you do or don't, they're gonna do what's in their self-interest. And just so happens that what's in their self-interest kind of negatively affects you. You know what I'm saying? They don't care. That's why I said you miss me nothing, so miss me bluffing. On social media, your bluster only has me judging. It does. Because y'all just talk and talk. Yeah. It's all that shit. You ain't about it with no power to make them do shit. All of that. We just talked about Twitter. Talk. Talk. Same shit still going on.
Facts.
Didn't change that motherfucking thing. If anything, in some cases, it got worse. Yeah. It got worse.
Facts.
You ain't willing, listen. You ain't willing to put a punch behind that. You know what I'm saying? You ain't willing to put a punch behind that. Ain't nobody.
Or the legal means that you have with which to try to change something.
Facts.
Like it's because I'm less so talking about the people on the other side. I'm more so talking about the people that claim to be on the side that I'm on.
Me too.
So it's like, okay, yeah, I think we should just not vote at all. Oh, that's a choice. That's a choice you can make.
You know, there's some realities that you
absolutely. Like you want to give up your one legal means to try to affect anything. You're only one. Okay.
Yo, I saw this too. That's why I said in the one part, I'm wondering what do they want from me to sugarcoat it like lames that you goated ain't bummy, to turn an eye like your favorite rapper ain't moving funny, and now we like those fuckers that's exploiting to get the money. I literally saw deep conversations that we've been having in our community about colorism, about respect for the culture and all that shit. I saw some of the same people who would argue, yeah, these things are problems. Roll that out the window because their favorite rapper did some slaps.
Right.
So when legit criticisms came out that were valid about the way he was moving, about a lot of shit, you couldn't put the celebrity worship to the side to discuss those fucking issues and then try to minimize that shit. Diminish it. Y'all are embarrassing.
Yeah.
So you can never go back. You can never go back to that conversation with me after I saw you do that.
Nah.
For what?
You can't put the toothpaste back in the tube.
You're cosplaying, sir. You're cosplaying. You can't go back to that. You can't sit and have some deep philosophical conversation with me about the ramifications of what it meant to completely deconstruct the people, like for everything that they are, the way they look, the way they walk, their head, all that shit, right? See somebody benefit from that and even do things to kind of promote that.
Right.
Get called out on it, and then you get all precious. Oh, leave him alone. What? What? Doing that? I don't give a fuck what song of his you liked.
Nah. And
bigger than that.
You still can.
Right. Who said you had to throw the slaps away? You had to throw the slaps away unless
unless in those slaps.
Saying,
outside of those.
But the fact that you so caught up with the celebrity worship and shit, that shit is cringe.
Yeah.
And it got you outside your body for real. I done seen it all online. Like, yo, some of the shit I see people arguing for on behalf of their favorite artists. Didn't we just have a conversation that you was on the opposite side of this? Now you was trying to convince me you thought it was a problem too, but now you can never go back. Not with me.
Nah.
Refresh. Try somebody new. Restart the computer.
Thanks.
You can never go back with me on that, though, because I already saw how deep your integrity about these particular topics actually goes.
Mm-hmm.
It's the shallow end of a kiddie pool.
Yikes.
You talking just so your lips flap. Mm-hmm. That's it.
Yeah.
It's hard for me not to rap about. It's hard for me not to. It's hard for me not. Yo, it's ignorant. It's ignorant. It is.
Negative.
The part in SPJ's verse, we talked about like fixing broken queens and fixing the broken teens. That shit real, B.
Oh, nigga.
That y'all motherfuckers spend so much time online running women down, running our women down. Yeah. What's that? The line, this means it's time to fix the status of our broken queens. Mm-hmm. That means it's time to get some guidance to our broken teens. You think this shithole will just balance on these broken beams? I'll mourn you quietly after I hear your broken nigga. Y'all not even.
No, there's a certain responsibility, right? And to be clear, everybody is not going to be able to have this grand effect on millions or even thousands of people.
Right.
Start with the people you know.
Start with the people you know. Start with the people you fucking know. Yo, the thing that
people you know.
Stop running around here yelling about this alpha shit. First.
God.
Stop running around here talking about this leader shit. Stop that. You know why? Because what I see you doing is being divisive. I don't see you. That's not what a leader is not divisive. He looks at it. He looks at whatever he's leading, organization, military, whatever. What is the most effective? How can I get them to be the most effective they can be?
Yeah.
That benefits this whole operation and what our modus operandi is.
Yep.
Like, how do we do it? The shit I see y'all doing. Oh, you got broke. You just got broke up, huh? Guess you're gonna do that podcast now, huh?
Yo, that clip I sent you, where the nigga asked a woman how if a stranger walked up to you and you were standing with your man and they asked you a question, would you answer them?
Oh yeah, that was absurd, B.
And she said something resembling yes, and he was like, "Oh, that's probably why you're single." Wait, what?
It's Ike Turner ass bullshit. Yo, y'all motherfuckers kill me, and then people will clap like fucking seals.
Like, what are we talking about here?
Out of here, man.
I don't understand. You shouldn't be that threatened.
Talk about fostering suspicion and division amongst the people is crazy. For a simple thing like giving somebody directions, yeah. How broken are you? How broken are you?
Yes.
Because you mistake that for some sort of litmus test of loyalty.
Yeah.
You just gave the motherfucker directions.
Who hurt you? Why are you so threatened by this stranger that you know nothing about?
That man don't know her name or your name. He just trying to get from point A to point B.
Right.
The fact that y'all keep conflating that with other shit is worrisome.
Why?
And that's also, I think, a side effect of some of the problems we were talking about in the song.
Yeah.
Like, you're not leading nobody nowhere, B. Except for down into a dumpster fire.
Negative.
That's what you're doing with that. A lot of the talk. So you got into a relationship with somebody, didn't work out. That person probably could have violated you, straight up violated you. Violated your trust, all that shit. And then you take that energy to go on Martha Stewart's internet and run down your mamas,
right?
Your grandmoms, your aunts, your sisters, your daughters.
Nah, B.
I understand wrath.
Yeah.
I was born of wrath. Y'all just adopted it. Born of wrath. My father was an angry man. It's angry. This ain't it though, Chief.
Right.
This ain't it. And then you try to mask it and pour this illusion over us to have us believe that this is about some greater. No, it ain't. It's about you. Yo, you getting your fifis out.
That's it.
You venting.
And you don't know how to actually do it effectively.
And you don't know how to actually do it effectively. You venting. And in the process of you venting, you're contributing to the tearing down of our community.
You bleeding all over other people.
Oh my goodness. And you got AIDS. Like you are you're contagious.
Oh,
you're contagious. Right? Because there are other people out there that might be vulnerable, especially the younger guys who don't they don't have the experience like that, right? They ain't been in the grown folk relationship type shit yet.
Facts.
They ain't been in that, so they don't have the experience with that. And then they hear you up there trying to be Michael Jackson's Answer to Bad and shit. You up there on this motherfucking podcast, running your mouth talking about women do this, women do this, women do this. Nigga, you've messed with maybe 10 women in your life. Shut the fuck up. Fuck up. Okay. Now all of a sudden you the big guru, you understand, you the second coming to Kevin Samuels, you this, you that, that. Nigga, shut the fuck up. Show me something else. Show me something else from you other than that. Right? Show me something. You think that the young boys getting a raw deal? Get yourself together and then try to mentor them.
Yeah. In
positive ways. Instead of teaching them divisive rhetoric that they can then go and tell their little high school girlfriend that don't want to be with them no more and shit. That shit dumb. And I'm talking specifically to you because you're the ones running around talking about leadership.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that there's not women out there that completely need to be held accountable for the shit that they pulled. Absolutely.
Sure.
But you're the one running around talking about leadership. Out for this. Out for that. Out for the love of get the fuck out of here. Like, get the fuck out of here with that. Thanks. You're not ready to be that guy because you're still hurting. And you don't have a way to fix that. You feel betrayed. And it's pouring out of you. And we hear it. Those of us that have been through it, and I'm specifically using the word through it, because it ain't no getting over it, ain't no getting under it, it ain't going around side. You gotta go through it. Yeah. You gotta go through it. Those of us that have been through it, we hear it. We hear the hurt. We hear the pain. You try to play tough, but you're crying on the inside. All over that mic. And the era time we live in, unfortunately, you can take all that pain, all that raw energy, and put it out there for the ministry to see that shit. We see you. Yeah. You got the skull on your face. You crying on the inside, motherfucker. And we see it. And I ain't saying you shouldn't be. I'm saying go get help. That's what I'm saying.
Facts.
I'm not going to hit you with a bunch of therapists speak because the only therapist in the crew is my sister Chris.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Like
I ain't the one that can help you with that.
I can't help you with that. I can identify it.
Right.
It's written all over you.
Oh, nigga.
You don't have to say a word. You heard
it. Evidence.
Take some time out, man. You playing baseball and you get hit in the head, you get beamed by the ball. Do you rush back out there and pick up? No.
You gotta get checked out.
Look at you.
Yeah, you gotta get checked out.
Get checked out. Drink some water. How many fingers I got up? Then when you ready, come back out there and inform us, regale us with all these life lessons. The Nigerians have a saying, wisdom is chasing you, but you're faster. You're fast. Come on, man. Like, breathe. I know the mic is enticing. That camera is right there. And it's in 4K. That ad revenue potentially looks really good. And you know there's an audience for that shit out there.
Oh, nigga.
You know there's an audience for that shit out there.
Yeah. Take a beat.
Still, take a breath.
Yeah.
Because what you're doing is causing more division in the community that was already systematically divided. You are not helping.
Yeah.
Yourself or anybody else.
Yeah. It's not a real thing.
And we've had enough.
Like
the real people, we kind of had enough of you. You had that wave.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's kind of enough of that. Like, you try and build.
Thanks.
You try and destroy. You may not think that's what you're doing, but that's what you're doing. We try and build. We try and make some shit better. We try to make some ultimate decisions over here that we have been afraid to make before as a group. And those of us that have made those decisions are trying to, in some small way, reach out to others and go, hey, did you ever consider this as an option?
Mm-hmm.
And all you're doing is dragging motherfuckers down and putting anchors on their ankles with that bullshit. I understand the rage, the wrathful. You listen to my music, it's fueled by that shit, right? It's angry.
Mm-hmm.
But guess what I don't do with that? I don't bring that in my house with my loved ones.
Right.
There's got to be a line. And it's going to, in this particular situation, it's going to require grown-ass men to say something. Through all your cries of simp. Through all your childish taunts. Grown men are talking now.
Right.
That shit y'all pulling is ass. It's childish, and it should be beneath you.
Should.
Pick your ball up and go home, nigga. You're hurt. You're hurt. You're hurt.
Get out the game.
Get out the game. Get out the game and let the rest of us play.
Mm-hmm.
You mad. So now you want some get back. Now you want some get back. Somebody else gonna get hurt out here because you want some get back. Because your shoelaces wasn't tied. You fucking right fell. Shit. Straight to the face off. Shit.
Like, drag everybody else down with you.
Try to drag everybody else down with you. Nah, B. Tie your shoes, pick up your ball, and go the fuck home. Put some Curacomb or some shit on that. Scrapes on that knee.
Oh, goodness.
I'm just saying, like,
hey,
you're embarrassing yourself and low-key us. Yeah, broken. That's what you want. Yeah. That's basically what the song.
Facts.
And I don't think I need to talk about anything else. Broken. Go check it out. It's on Spotify.
Go check it out.
On iTunes. Everywhere. And thank everybody for the feedback that we got on it. Appreciate it.
Yeah, absolutely. 100%. Appreciate all of y'all. All right. So the week that wasn't, but still was somehow. This week was set to be one of the busiest weeks that every week since moving here and getting settled in. Mm-hmm. I had things planned for Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, in addition to work.
Right.
And on a couple of those days, it was multiple things that was supposed to happen. It didn't end up being exactly as busy as it was supposed to be, but it was still a packed week that happened to fly by because that's how that happens. That's how that works. Monday, I was supposed to go to happy hour after work, but that got rescheduled to this coming Monday. So instead, I came home and worked on some stuff.
Wait a minute. Hold up. Before I let you skippity-doo-dah day over the stuff, I'll let you Kendrick Lamar hopscotch. What stuff are you talking about?
Nah, just some stuff.
Things?
Some things. Stuff and things. And things and stuff.
Interesting.
Yeah, no, just working on some stuff.
Interesting.
Tuesday, my mother was originally supposed to come get Dazzle. That changed because she was trying to pull a fast one on me. There's nothing anybody can do to convince me otherwise. I'll explain. So I told you that Dazzle gets bullied by my mother's other cat. Mm-hmm. I don't know at what point my mother actually intended for me to keep Dazzle, but she was not so subtly hinting towards it ever since the week before she actually brought her here. Mm-hmm. So I went over her house because she locked herself out. So I went over and let her in. And while I was there, it was the first time I ever heard her broach the idea of feeling like she had to give away one of the two of them.
Oh, damn.
And it makes all the sense in the world because they can't really coexist. So, yeah, that makes sense.
Since they can't get along, they got to get along.
Right. Then she mentioned that it might have to be Dazzle that she gives away. And that makes sense again because I don't know. I don't think Chance would be able to acclimate to somebody else, and they would probably end up putting him out. He's again, the problem with him is I legitimately do think he'd be playing. It's not like a super aggression, like a traditional aggression thing. Mm-hmm. It's that he's so fucking playful.
How old is
so he? Like Chance is like 2. And it's like
he kind of should have been a little bit calming the fuck down.
Well, so he was never socialized, like from before they got him. Oh. Like in any way, he wasn't socialized.
Oh, damn.
So and then on top of that, he lived for almost a year in that house without another animal. So when by the time Dazzle came, it was like, all right, pounce. Like, and he just attacks her. But even like I said, even with humans, he will come up to you. He wants the attention and the pets and all that.
That's
shit.
The attention he wants.
Right. But you do that for 15 to like 30 seconds and he's biting. And it's like, bruh, like my stepfather deals with it. Whenever I'm over there, I deal with it. My mother don't want that. That's not the attention that she wants. And this is the first cat that we've ever had that's been like that. Like,
right.
Ever.
What up, Pablo? We've never had a cat like that. Like we've had cats that like didn't want the attention, sure. But we've never had cats that's like they clearly want the attention. Well, I mean, it depends on the situation. But we absolutely have had cats that didn't want the attention, but we never had one that wanted it, but still is about to grab and bite. And it actually reminds me of this boy over here, Superfly, because he's always doing something, but he always scared while he's doing it. So you scared, but you're still doing it. And we could tell because you're jumping at look. You scared, but you still bound and determined to do the shit you scared to do. Right. That sounds like that. They want the attention. They want to be pet and be, but then once they're there, wait time. Ding, ding. They hear a bell in their head. Ding, ding.
Right. It's like, bruh, like, chill out. Right? Nobody want to. But anyway.
Let me ask you about that cat before you move on to that. Mm-hmm. You said it didn't have any other animals. It's not used to having other animals in the house. Mm-hmm. So it never really got that kitten play with another cat,
right?
Where they do the rustle, rumble, and tumble shit.
Mm-hmm.
That's probably
yeah. That's never that opportunity never arose for him,
right?
So yeah, that I'm sure that contributes to that. So from that day until Monday, this past Monday, all of the conversation about Dazzle was in a group text with me, my mother, and Chrissy. Mm-hmm. Suddenly, the day before she was supposed to come get Dazzle, Chrissy is now relaying messages to me.
Really though.
So my mother said, okay, she wanted to wait until Thursday to come get Monday. Is then the day before she was supposed to come get her. She's like, I want to wait until Thursday to come get her because she got off Thursday evening and wouldn't have to go back to work until Friday evening. And that would give her enough time to try and see if she can get them to behave together before having to lock Dazzle in the room again. Mm-hmm. That makes sense, except it actually doesn't. My mother's work schedule is 4 days in, 4 days off. Those 4 days in are 2 morning shifts and 2 evening shifts. For Friday to be her first evening, that means she went back to work Wednesday. She got back from her vacation Sunday. There was plenty of time for her to do what she just said she was trying to do.
To quote my daughter, you don't know that.
Hey. More on that when we get to Thursday. So, also, moving on a Tuesday. Every other Tuesday is date night. That was cool. We actually went somewhere, funny enough, we went somewhere that Chrissy had previously actually had a bad experience. So whenever it's about, actually, I don't know if this is going to continue to be a thing, but so far since we've been here, whenever we alternate on who plans it.
Right.
So generally it's a surprise. That might not continue. I got lucky this time, but we walking up to the place and she like, before she knew that's where we was going, she was like, oh yeah, this is the place I went that was terrible and blah, blah, this and blah, blah. I'm like, oh, well, that's where we're going. She's like, oh, well, it wasn't this one, so hopefully it's fine. And I don't know if it was a different one or if it was just the particular dish she got the first time she went.
Right.
But no, this food was good. And everything here was fine. We enjoyed it. And all that went great. Right. We also had I don't fucking remember the specific wording of what it's called, but we had like an evaluation with this therapist. That initial talk that you have with them to see if this is a good fit or any. So, where we at? Oh, so we are doing the whole maintenance thing instead of how some people treat therapy like a last resort break class in case of emergency type.
Yeah, I like the way you're doing it.
Yeah, because like we would fit into the category, but actual of the people that be like, I don't need therapy.
Right.
We good.
Right.
However, since I'm relatively self-aware and I'm with someone who is also relatively self-aware and happens to be a therapist, it was just like, yo, let's try this out. Let's see.
Here's the thing about being good. That's a snapshot.
Yes.
Like shit changes. And I think the maintenance idea is
yeah, so we did that Tuesday as well. That went great. I'm pretty sure we have agreed on her, that particular therapist. Black therapist, focuses on black couples and all that other good shit. So obviously both of us, obviously if you ask either one of us, it was going to be a black therapist. Because come on now. But yeah, so that's that. Wednesday, we weren't supposed to actually. There was nothing planned for Wednesday, but it ended up being a couple of Chrissy's friends coming over, and we were up running our mouths till almost 1 o'clock in the morning. And we returned to Chrissy being fake mad about how well these kids take to me. Her godson came in. No, this nigga.
She ain't fake mad. She mad. She big mad. She big mad.
Yo, this little nigga came in, took his shoes off, came into the living room, got on the couch right next to me. I looked at him. I'm like, you cold? He was like, yeah. I gave him some of the blanket. He curled up next to me. He was asleep within 5 minutes. Yo, this shit was crazy.
Y'all can't stand you, yo.
Yo, GA.
Hey, yo, GA is funny as fuck, yo.
Oh God. So Thursday.
That shit is diabolical.
Facts. Thursday, my mother was supposed to be coming over. That was one thing we were supposed to be doing. I was supposed to be doing a photo shoot.
Right.
Chrissy's goddaughter and her sister were coming over to spend the night. So because of Wednesday, though, there was no way all of that was going to go down smoothly. So I called out of work because I wasn't feeling good. More on that in a second. I canceled the photo shoot for the same reason. I ended up working on some more stuff.
Wait. What? What was the second part? You worked on what?
I worked on some more stuff.
Wait, I thought you worked on things.
And things.
So it was stuff and things.
Yeah. Yeah. Stuff and things.
Any chance to get a little specific on those things?
No, I don't think I will.
All right.
Okay. So my mother came to get Dazzle, and here is where she finally asked me directly. We sitting on the couch.
Man, if you don't take this goddamn cat.
Yo, she was like, she looked over to me. She was like, why don't you want to keep Dazzle? Well, first of all, this is the first time you asked.
And also, she started that with an accusation.
Right. Like, bruh. Like, first of all, it's the first time you asked. But second, of most importance, here's why the answer was no. Of most importance currently is I want a kitten. Mm-hmm. I don't want a cat with so much experience and trauma already built in. Also, I've had several cats, and the most fun times were always when they were kittens. Like, that's just...
Well, what I'll say to that is there is an other side way to look at that, but you're still taking a chance.
Oh, no, absolutely. 100%.
With JB, rest in peace, JB. We didn't know he was such a good caretaker of kittens. Mm-hmm. No idea, right? Yeah. And then when we got the first kitten after him, not the first one, the second one, because the first one was a maniac. Our first Siamese, Shaka was. It was after him.
Right.
He took care of him. T'Challa. He took care of, these kittens, they want to be warmed, they want to be groomed, all of shit. The rest of these girl cats in here, nope.
That's funny.
Get the fuck out my face.
That's hilarious.
Right? But he was very tolerant of good temperament for that shit. And with Maya was the last one that he basically raised and shit, right? Mm-hmm. When we had to put him down, of course she ain't know. Right. Yo, she yelled at that back door.
Oh my goodness.
For days.
I'm sure.
Like, where?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that shit was sad, Joe. That shit was sad.
Bro.
So if Dazzle is potentially it can be like that, but you still
absolutely,
because it can be the other way too.
Right. That's the way. I mean, like I said, under different circumstances, and because it's only two reasons that I don't want her. If either one of them didn't exist, I probably could have been persuaded. Right. The other reason is, and again, with the whole kitten thing, I was wrong about how old she is. She is almost 2. I thought she had just turned 1. No, she's almost 2.
Got you.
The second reason is, which could actually end up being more important than the first reason, but let's hope not, is I feel like it's possible. I don't feel strongly about it, but I think it's possible I could be developing an allergy. And because of that, and also a little bit because of the shedding reasons, I'd prefer a short-haired cat. She's a long hair.
I feel you.
So, yeah, if either one of these things wasn't true, then Dazzle would probably still be here. So
Dazzle had to go home.
Yeah, she had to go home. She had to go to mommy.
She had to be dazzling in her own home.
Hey, listen. So the kids got there before my mother left, so they got to meet my mother, and they got to see Dazzle finally, because if you guys remember, they were at the house the day before Dazzle came.
Right.
And the reason that they couldn't spend the night was because Dazzle was coming, because we didn't know how she was going to react around all these people and all that other type stuff. So they got to see her. Oh my God, they were obsessed. Mm-hmm. So, and by that time, it had been over a week, and Dazzle was relatively acclimated to the house.
Right.
And we've had company over here, and even when we had company over there, she all down there like, what y'all doing? What's going on? Then having them over that day was fine. Like, she's still, because they're kids, so there's still a little bit of like, oh, what y'all doing? But for the most part, she was still like, all right, where's the love? Who's gonna give it to me?
Right.
You're the one. You're gonna pet me. All right, cool.
No, you're just gonna pull my.
Oh no, you're right. See that type thing. So, so that happened. They spent the night Thursday. Friday, I went back to work. When I finished with that, Chrissy, the girls, and I went to get a kitten. We planned on going a couple places, but we didn't end up making it past the first place. We found a 10-week-old boy.
How did y'all choose him? Like what was the thing that made him stick out from all the other ones?
So when we went in there, we went to the Humane Society. They had a lot of kittens, like more kittens than I expected them to have.
Because it's Baltimore, and I'm trying to tell motherfuckers, cats and they are every fucking where.
Right. So what happened is we went in there. The lady pointed to us all of the kittens.
I'm glad you.
Oh my goodness!
You should have put that in one sentence. But yeah, you know one sentence. But yeah, you're seeing here just in time. I was gonna put her on the screen. I was like, nah.
So we got in there. The lady was like, "All right." We told her what we were looking for. She was like, "All right." My mother had tried to do this too. My mother was like, I'm sure Dazzle would be great with a kitten. No, ma, we don't want 2 cats. So that's funny. That's hilarious. That doesn't mean you late, because we don't talk about. Yeah, it doesn't mean you late. We're weeks until like an hour plus in. So
yeah, you late.
So we had told the lady we wanted 1 cat. We wanted a kitten. And she's like, all right, well, we got quite a few kittens.
No shit.
She started showing us the kittens and everything. She did still show us a couple bonded pairs. And it's like,
try to get them the fuck up.
Bruh, we don't want 2 cats.
I understand their dilemma. However, no.
And here's the crazy thing is, all things being equal, it probably does make sense to get 2.
Yeah, because listen, I have seen and read things about the companionship.
Yeah. And that's why they have bonded pairs. Like they will not separate them. Like and they don't cost any extra.
And they keep each other company, to be honest.
Absolutely. If the situation was a little bit different, then I absolutely would have gone for the bonded pair, because it's simultaneously less work that we have to do, especially in those earlier times, because they have somebody that's always with them, even though there's still a lot of work to do in the earlier times.
Right.
And it's that type of thing. But like right now, 2 isn't really the goal. Like, no, we can't. Nah, we not. But
I'm laughing at y'all 2 situation with 4 of these motherfuckers have been in.
I know, right? So
let me ask you this. So what do y'all plan to do as far as the feeding situation? Are y'all gonna hand feed them or free range?
Yeah, we're gonna have the bowls and shit. We still the 2 separate things. So the treats, yes, are gonna be by hand.
Right.
Because the treats should ideally mean something. So, but as far as
this segment is sponsored by my wife's grooming company.
All thanks. So yeah, the treats ideally should mean something. So that's still going to be by hand. But for instance, again, you still their personality still dictates that type of thing. Because like for instance, Dazzle, she had gotten into a thing where she wasn't eating regular food.
Oh damn!
And she was only eating treats. So and then that was when she was at her mother's house, and then bringing her here, she wouldn't try to eat nothing. So that was different. That we put some treats out for her, because if you're not going to eat the other stuff, you need to eat something.
And the thing about the treats is, I apparently they taste. There must be a much richer taste. So they go back to regular food.
Yeah, but surprisingly, it got to that point with Dazzle. Like, she started eating her regular food.
Okay.
And
that hunger is a motherfucker.
Nigga. And it was like Chrissy would get to the point where when she would get up, she would look and the regular food bowl would be no, Ogma. Funny enough, the new cat's name is Resley. Like,
that is
the new cat's name is. I'm gonna get to that though.
That's hilarious.
So, yeah, Dazzle would eventually got to the point where if you go wake up in the morning and you go in that room, that food bowl empty.
All right.
So once that happened, we started going back to only giving her the treats by hand, because no, we're not just going to leave a bunch of like this isn't your food. This is a treat.
Right.
But anyway, so we in there, we're looking at the kittens, and these motherfuckers between Chrissy and the two girls. Oh, it's so cute. I'm like,
I'm so annoyed.
Every single one of them is going to be cute. They're kittens. That's how this works. So I'm trying to make sure that I'm the one with the level head, because it's not like I don't love cats, but because these motherfuckers are so overboard with it.
Listen, you was acting like where my grandma was mannish. He was in there being mannish.
I'm like, yo, every time we saw another one, oh, blah, blah, I'm like, yo,
relax.
We have a job to do. There's a goal here. We have to pick between these motherfuckers. Facts, it's very rare. It's very rare. I ain't never seen no ugly kitten in person. I've seen an ugly kitten in 2 years. Yeah, but in person, I ain't never seen no goddamn ugly kitten.
That wasn't an ugly kitten.
That's different. Things happen. But yeah, so that happened, and we started going around, and it ended up being between two different cats. And once we got to that point, we kind of let the girls choose. Mm-hmm. And they chose Razzle. So we did the application and everything. They was like, probably 24 hours. We'll get back with you. If you get accepted, you have about 24 to 48 hours because other people want cats.
What was on that application? I'm fairly certain.
Well, I think the biggest thing that they worry about is the background check to see if you have any animal-related abuse type things. Outside of that, I don't really know. I can't imagine anything else. Really, I mean, there are certain questions like, do you plan on declawing? If you say no, if you say yes, they probably not going to give you that cat.
Right.
They ask like, under what circumstances would you feel like you wanted to rehome them if you got some ridiculous shit there? They probably not going to accept your application, like stuff like that. But for the most part, it was pretty straightforward. What's your name? Where you live? You have a place to actually be able to handle having these cats, that type thing. So, like I said, they picked Razzle. We did the application. It said 24 after they tell you that you have been approved. You have like 24 to 48 because they still let other people put applications on these same cat because in case you thought they want to get them out to good homes.
They're trying to get them out of there, right?
Yeah. So the entire ride home, basically, and even time afterwards while we're here. They talking about coming up with lists of names for the cat, and because her goddaughter doesn't like the name Razzle.
She'd be all right.
That's my attitude. Chrissy is a different. I'm gonna get to that. That's my attitude.
People have names we don't like every day, B, but
every single day.
Tough. So
matter of fact, I make a point to point it out when I see a motherfucker name. But anyway. So it's like, so I think we have a short list of like 5 names, and
one on my list. Razzle was a good one for a couple of reasons. It's 2-syllable.
I told them that
they tend to respond better. Not, it's not that they can't respond to 3, but it's easier.
Yeah,
with 2 because T'Challa was. But see, I think it's also the way we would say T'Challa.
Right.
With the end inflection going up T'Challa.
Right.
You know, talking to him specifically. Yeah. It's how you say it. All names, I don't think you can do that with. So
no, you can't really do that with. Like one of the kittens at the I didn't name it, but I didn't even name the other cat. Anyway, but the one of the cats named at the place was Professor Plutonium from the Powerpuff Girls. I say all that shit every time I'm it's going to be changed. Yeah, there's no way around it.
No way.
Razzle. So of the names that they came up with, like I'm not pressed on Razzle. Like I'm fine if it's not Razzle.
Right.
But of the names that we have on that list, Razzle is my number 1. Right. Facts. Yo, and that's how my mother feels. Because my mother
said no matter what name will always be Razzle to me.
I ended up talking to my mother and I was like, no, funny enough, the cat's given name is Razzle. And my mother was like, oh, that's so cute, blah, blah, blah. And so for no matter what, to my mother, that's gonna be Razzle.
Yeah.
But like I said, I am less pressed about that specific name, but of the ones we have, that's my number 1 because if we're going, like, in my opinion, it's like this is the incumbent. Right. You gotta beat the incumbent. You can't.
This nigga's so.
No, I'm just saying. You gotta beat the champion.
I hate election year. Election year.
You gotta beat the champion.
In order to beat the cat, you gotta beat the cat.
Listen, my guy. Listen, you gotta beat the champion. And none of the other names on the list just are outright better.
You can't put a mark on the champ's face.
Like number 2, I think number 2 is Echo. Echo is cool.
I like Echo.
Yeah, I like Echo. But again, it don't got that knockout power.
What if they like get loose in the alley and you go Echo?
You stupid. I hate you so much. We don't have alleys. But
I hate that.
We don't have it. No, stop. No, stop. We just don't. We just happen to not have alleys.
Whatever, nigga. You in Baltimore with no alleys. You're saying something. Look, I'm in College Park. No alleys on this block. You been
right.
You in Baltimore with no alleys, nigga.
What up, McKenna?
Y'all bougie shit over there.
Anyway, so
Uncle said less mice, more fish with rice. That's my promise for every cat.
That's funny.
That's a campaign platform.
I mean, you're probably not gonna lose with that slogan. I ain't gonna hold you.
Probably not.
So we got the call this morning.
Like, come get this motherfucker.
Hey, and we scheduled pickup for tomorrow.
It's on.
We got a cat. Chrissy kept like, you aren't happy, you aren't excited. I said I will be happy when we get the cat.
Yeah,
that's funny. That's hilarious. I said until we actually have the cat.
Y'all uppity motherfuckers with no alleys and cats.
Hey, call it what you want to call it. I'll give y'all this last part for free because I can't go into any detail, and I refuse to until she is on the show and can defend herself. But I have kind of been building this idea for a little while, but after this weekend, it solidified. It wasn't even the weekend. After this last couple of days, it solidified. When we end up with a child, Chrissy is going to spoil them rotten. I'm talking about rotten. Like, they have her wrapped around their finger. If anyone sees how I deal with kids and think I do too much, no, nigga. Spend some time with her and them godchildren.
I'll be
wrapped around nigga. It is all the way. I might be at a 7 or 8. She at a 10, nigga.
Yeah, you definitely different. Because all right, so I'm not saying that. No, I'm already saying that I don't be spoiling them.
That's funny.
But something when it came to mind. But even then, because of the way my mom raised me, certain things kind of preclude that from happening. For instance, my mom wasn't one of those type of parents that would try to keep the financial situation like hush.
Yeah.
No. Y'all gonna know what your expectations are.
Right.
Early on.
Yeah.
So I did the same thing. I would tell my daughter, this ain't a pay week. So
right. Hey,
so
listen.
To the point where at 3 and 4, she'd be like,
she had to memorize.
You get your money? I like that. I like that. Like, oh yeah, we good.
That's
KD's. I'm gonna go KD's.
That's
we good.
hilarious.
You know what I'm saying? Like we good. You know what I'm saying? Like that's so I don't be spoiling them like in that way, but I spoil them in my kid in other ways.
Right. Yeah.
Right.
Thanks. Yo, it's
so it evens out.
It's gonna be a problem.
Like I remember when a motherfucker had the audacity to tell me, "Don't you pay child support?" Yeah. Well, then you should. Nigga, you crazy?
No, it's my child.
Crazy.
Right.
So when she was something, I say, "Look, your mom just got some child support."
Right. That's kind of crazy. Like, what are you talking about?
Fuck out of here. No, she gonna have it.
If
I got it, she gonna have it. We not doing that.
Facts. All facts. Like, what do you want? What do you mean? That don't make sense. Yeah, nah. Niggas wilding. But again, because listen, anybody that's actually seen me with the kids, they know that the kids going they're gonna be good. The kids gonna be good. They're going
as good as you are with kids, you're not that good with guests at weddings. Like I seem to remember.
No, fuck them.
When you was out there shooting you're
right. Yeah, fuck them.
And
I don't care about them. I wasn't no like dog. You
walked over there.
I didn't care. It wasn't that. It was that I didn't care what they wanted at the time.
I thought I was going to swing on somebody because
he's going
over here with this.
Not what happened.
And I got to follow up because
not a thing. It's not a thing.
You know, we already look kind of crazy out here. They called the police on us already.
No, that happened afterwards. That's not the same. No, your timeline is a little messed up, sir.
Your
timeline's a little messed up.
I had to swing on these motherfuckers. They got their Sunday best on the shit, but I had to because my man, he walking over there like he about to.
I didn't do it. I didn't do anything. I simply existed. I got profiled for shooting while black, and I know that sounds crazy.
Put your ass right there.
I got profiled for shooting while black, and I know that sounds crazy, but it's not what you think. It's not what you think. It's not what you think. But anyway, like even my cousin, like when we went to Aaron's wedding reception, my cousin talking about how much I spoiled my goddaughter. I do not. That's not.
This Mr. Rogers ass.
In comparison to how she treats her, yes, I probably do spoil her. But also she got 7 kids.
Damn.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, you gonna look at it like I'm spoiling her because you got 7 kids.
Yeah,
I ain't got 7 kids. Right. I ain't got 7 god kids, nigga. Right. I only got 3 of those. So, like, it ain't the same situation. Yeah, we can do some things. She can get some things that she might not be able to get at home because you got 7 of them little motherfuckers.
That's the part that sucked too. Like when my sister only had Roderick and Kivana, I always felt like I was a much better uncle then, as far as on the gift giving side.
Because there were fewer of them that had to worry about.
But then when more of them came along, then I had my own. It's like, look,
things change, and I think that's the key. Like I think that's a part of the whole thing. Like you have to be honest with them, and you have to have that type of relationship with them so that it makes it easier for them to understand when things change.
That's why you gotta keep it real with them from the beginning.
Yep.
That's how I always felt about it. Keep it real from the beginning. Like,
Right.
Although I will say my daughter did get spoiled eventually.
Things happen.
I got custody. And she can't live with us.
You've changed things.
Yeah, like we living out there in Russet. Just having access.
Absolutely.
And also having different type of people in your life. She adapted to that really quickly. like the expectation level was matter of factly.
Right.
Yeah, of course we're going to spend a week in Disney staying in one of them.
Right.
We do this. Universal, it's definitely going to be VIP status. We do this, and I'm like, you realize your father grew up in the days of I need mayonnaise sandwiches, right?
You stupid. I can't stand you.
Okay, she did go to Disney before then, but I'm pretty sure. Look, we go down there one time. We go there one time for 2 days, right? For 2 days. I don't believe her. Listen, we went down there, got off the plane, got downstairs, right into a stretch limo. Listen, what? I got the pictures on my out there on Facebook. You go to what?
Facts.
Please.
That's funny. That is hilarious. But yo. But that's the thing, like, there's in my opinion, speaking on my cousin, like there's a first of all, it's subjective. Because it depends on each person's situation that they happen to be in.
Right.
Absolutely. Also, I feel like there's a balance to it. There's a balance to it that you have to achieve. And if you don't achieve that balance, you end up with weird results. Not always bad results, but you end up with results that sometimes aren't as predictable as you would like them to be.
Right.
You end up with results that sometimes aren't as favorable as you would like them to be. So, like, that's how I try to deal with it. But yeah, no, Chrissy is a menace. Like, nigga, when you talk about spoiled, like, even shit that they don't even really be asking for.
She be on some Diddy. Take that.
Bruh. Well, hold up.
No Diddy.
No Diddy.
No Diddy. I mean, listen, man, they only live once if you got it. Because listen,
thanks.
I'll keep it real with you. If I had it like that, like, yeah, my standard of living did go up, but if I had it like that, then yeah, they ain't got what. Absolutely. And I know it's bad. I know the first thing people say, that's bad. You're supposed to shit. Right. And they're gonna go there. They were trying to go where? They're going. Yeah.
Thanks. Let me see. I guess we'll do. How we feel. Okay.
Animal when Chrissy is around. Let the judgment begin.
All right. So let's see. All right. So we're gonna do two. Am I the asshole for not making my brother's soon-to-be ex-wife give up her plane ticket to his current girlfriend?
Wait a minute, say that again.
Am I the asshole for not making my brother's soon-to-be ex-wife give up her plane ticket to his current girlfriend?
Wow.
She's a 30-year-old female. Her brother is a 36-year-old male, obviously, because I said brother.
Right. Keep going. I can hear you. Keep going.
He filed for divorce from his wife of 3 years just 2 months ago after he discovered that she was being cheated. Oh, she had been cheating on him. Before her secret came to light, my family and I planned a week vacation to Orlando, Florida. That's funny. We were just talking about Orlando, in which we traveled to late next month. 3 months ago, tickets were already paid for. My brother paid full price for his while pitching in for his ex-wife's ticket, who did put a little more than he did towards it. However, after he filed for divorce, he started dating his current girlfriend. They've been together for a month and some weeks now. Last Sunday, my parents hosted a Sunday dinner at their home, and my brother's girlfriend was invited. We were talking about the trip, and when my sister, who was 28, suggested my brother's ex to get a room of her own since the two are no longer together, I noticed a look on his girlfriend. I noticed a look that his girlfriend had on her face. However, she said nothing and stayed quiet. After dinner, the girlfriend pulled me to the side and said that she had no idea my brother's ex was still going on the trip. My response was a simple, yeah. She proceeded to tell me that she was not comfortable with the idea of the ex still being allowed to go on the trip. She then asked if it was okay that the ticket went to her instead, since she's now with my brother. I politely told her that I didn't think it would be right for me to give her my former sister-in-law's ticket, since she did not put any money towards the ticket. The girlfriend then asked me if I didn't think it would be disrespectful to her if I was still allowing my former sister-in-law to go on the trip. I told her I'm sorry she feels that way, but that I still wasn't going to make the ex-wife give up her plane ticket. I also told her that she is more than welcome to purchase her own ticket and come with us if she wanted to. That wasn't good enough for her because she still doesn't want to see the ex-wife's face on the trip. The main reason why my brother's girlfriend is not cool with the ex still being around is because of their unfortunate encounter. According to my brother, a couple of weeks ago, his girlfriend was at my brother's house. At the time, former sister-in-law showed up to collect some more of her things. Sister-in-law ended up disrespecting girlfriend and started a heated altercation with her. I don't condone my sister-in-law's behavior towards my brother's girlfriend, but I also don't see why she should be uninvited from a trip after she had already paid for her own ticket. Not to mention, as my sister said, former sister-in-law can just get a separate room. So am I the asshole? Yikes. It's a lot going on there.
It is, and that's why I wouldn't be mad at somebody. She paid for a ticket.
Yeah, listen. I'm not gonna call you the asshole simply because of that part. Nah. Like she paid for her ticket.
Paid for a ticket, bro.
But I do question why the sister-in-law would still want to go. Because it seems to be a family trip.
Chaos agent.
Nigga. Chaos. And that's petty as fuck.
It is.
Bro, you wilding a lot.
Why would you
want to be there? Yeah, it's a family trip,
and you aren't. Say it with me, family,
nigga. Like what? If there now, I don't know if there are kids involved. I'll say that part. If there are kids involved, it's slightly more understandable.
Yeah, true.
But I still probably wouldn't want to go if I was the ex. Like, what? Why am I here? I'll pay for this ticket. I can get a flight credit.
Right.
I'll be traveling. I'll be going places. I'll need this to be the place at this time.
Exactly.
We don't rock with each other. So yeah, nah. Let me see what the people are saying.
What are people saying?
Let me see if because this one is overwhelmingly people are saying that OP is not the asshole. Mm-hmm. Which again, if that woman paid for that ticket, you can't just take the ticket and give it to somebody else. That's not really.
I don't think that's how that's supposed to go.
Yeah, that's not really how that works. Like, what are you talking about? But I do want to see if somebody called them an asshole. So let's look at. McKenna said, I mean, the ex was her sister-in-law for years. I can't blame her for not wanting to take away a ticket the ex paid for. As to the ex join, I guess it also depends. Did she just take time off already? That's the thing. And that's a blind spot for me because I don't have that issue with taking time. Like, my job don't act like crazy with time off requests. Right. That's something that I've realized as I got older because I used to be I used to be able to say the word I was about to say, but now it doesn't really work. I can't really. I used to be insufferable as far as my relation to other people and taking time off. I'm just like, just take time off, not realizing that's not how all jobs work.
And trust me, listen, that's one of the big issues here in this country, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Realizing that that's not the case, I agree with you, McKenna. Somebody said, LOL, what a messed up situation that she's still even coming. You guys are wild. You're the asshole, pretty much the whole family is. Your brother should have brought her ticket out or should have bailed her out of sheer embarrassment. I guess whichever one of them was cheating. But we don't know that she doesn't want to go.
Right.
If it was a thing where she wasn't pressed about going, then I guess, sure. But we don't know that that's the case. You're the asshole for still allowing the woman who cheated on your brother to come on the trip. How would you feel if your partner cheated on you, then still went on holidays with the rest of your family? Give the former sister-in-law her money back and disinvite her from the trip. I mean, I'm not mad at this response.
I'm mad at that either. I'm mad at that. I'm not mad at it.
It's like, I didn't even think about that. Yeah, she cheated on your brother.
Yeah.
What?
You can't come.
Your ex-sister-in-law got a weird case. Why is she around? Like, what are we doing? No, this person, I agree with this person. Yeah. God damn it. I hadn't thought about that.
Why is she there?
Somebody else said the same thing. Why would you want a woman that cheated on your brother to be around for a family vacation? Somebody else. The main reason why the girlfriend isn't cool with the ex still being around is because she is his ex. No shit. What? Of course. What? Why are we stating the obvious? It was never implied that wasn't understood.
It was never. Listen, hear me clearly. That was never implied.
Bruh, like what?
What the fuck?
Okay, so the consensus for the you are the asshole seems to be she cheated on your goddamn brother, man. Like,
yeah.
So yeah, this one says, why are you even considering going on a trip with a cheater and not with the new girlfriend? Like money matters. Oh no, money matters. We ain't doing that.
We're not doing that.
But yeah, I mean, go ahead, pay her out, like, or the husband, somebody pay her out for. But then again, that ain't how that works. Yeah, hold up. I don't know if this is every airline, but you can't just use somebody else's plane ticket.
Oh yeah, that's a good point.
Back in the day, that might have been a thing, but now, no, it's catered to the specific person.
Because
so you can't just use somebody else's
security and all that.
Yeah, you can't just use somebody else's ticket. So no, but I still agree with the sentiment of this motherfucker cheated on your brother. Like,
yeah, like what are we doing?
What are we doing here? Why do you want this person to still go on the street? Again, the small caveat being children.
True.
If this is a children's trip that the adults happen to be on, then that muddies things a little bit.
Right. You've changed things.
Yeah, you changed things. McKenna says, I mean, I feel like if I was this chill about it in her situation, her brother may be an asshole, and she kind of understood, especially if he was going to take a plane ticket she paid for from her. Yeah, but I don't think it's clear how he feels about the ticket being switched. because the girlfriend pulled the sister all to the side to ask her. So she didn't ask her that in front of everybody. So I don't know. She didn't say how the brother felt about the potential switch. All right, let's go to the next one. Am I an asshole for turning around on a hike that I was unfit to complete? I went on a hike with some friends this week, which we planned on doing over 5 days. After a day and a half, I realized I was not physically fit enough to complete the rest of the hike and made the decision that I was going to turn around before it was too late. For context, it's 35 miles into the mountain range with 2,000 feet of elevation gained per day. I do not do much cardio or hiking, though I am relatively fit. I do have some cardiac issues and am particularly susceptible to altitude sickness, though it was certainly my fault for overestimating my abilities. Excuse me, I shouldn't have went in the first place, but to be honest, the trip was partially my idea. However, I made it very clear to my friends that I myself was going to turn around, and I wanted them to complete it without me. At no point did I ever ask them to turn around. As a matter of fact, I explicitly told them not to turn around with me, didn't want to ruin the trip for them. Yet they turned around with me, which I did appreciate, but I would rather them have finished it without me, as I made very clear to everyone. Of course, we were a bit disappointed that we didn't finish it, but when they claimed it was my fault, I couldn't help but disagree. I argued for 30 minutes trying to get them to continue without me. I chose to turn around because I knew it would be a risk for all of us if I had continued on, especially if things got worse, and we were already 10 miles deep, so it was best to make the decision before it was too late. We also had no PLB, I don't know what that is, or connection to the outside world, so there was no way to call for help if things got bad. I was willing to accept the risk that came with returning solo, as it is heavy grizzly bear country, but I did have bear defense. Once we finally got back, everyone claimed how I ruined their weekend. I can see why they think that, but I explicitly told them not to follow me back and to continue to hike without me. They say it was my fault they didn't get to finish it. To be honest, it made me feel like shit, and I don't think I want to go on another trip with them because I don't want to risk ruining it. For a bit more context, these are my best friends whom I've known my whole life. I don't hold any resentment towards them, and I am 100% confident we will remain friends, if not for the rest of our lives, for many years to come. We are still hanging out today, but I can't help but feel like they hold some level of resentment for my decision to turn back on the hike. Am I the asshole for ruining everyone's weekend? I thought I made the right choice, but I feel as though I may not have. All right.
Can we? So right now, I'm gonna call you an asshole. I'm gonna call you an asshole because no personal locator device. Y'all 10 miles in grizzly country. You're suggesting to your friends, who you say are lifelong friends, that they're going to let you walk 10 miles by yourself through grizzly country and let that shit just rock. And that trip, they'd have went on and everything would have been hunky-dory and they wouldn't have thought about you at any point at all in this whole thing. Are you fucking nuts? I'm not going to let this nigga walk through the east side without me being it. What? Through grizzly country? Because you say you have bear defense? Let me ask you a serious question. As both warrior and king, what do you possibly think you could do to defend yourself against a bear? He gonna beat your ass out there.
Yo! The only thing I have to add is MJ idea? What the fuck is wrong with you?
It was your idea.
Here's the thing.
Fuck out of here, nigga.
As I was reading it, I was trying to make it not his fault, right? But as I'm continuing to read it, I keep hearing in the back of my head, how do you treat your friends? Yes. How do you treat your friends?
Yes.
There's no fucking way in the world
yes.
that I'm going to let this motherfucker go back 10 miles by himself. He already is having issues.
Yo,
he's clearly having issues because he's realizing he can't. There's no way. There's no way.
I got bit by a tick in New Jersey, and I'm never going in the woods again. If I got a grizzly bear, I'm going outside. Listen, what are we talking about? What are we talking about for real? Seriously, what about, yes, you're an asshole.
Yeah.
There's a classic example. Y'all know I was going through my little medical shit this year.
Mm-hmm.
So I made the conscious of it as much as I like to walk. And I go sometimes 6 miles at a time on a clip in one direction and then come back, which is another 6 miles, right? That's what I'll do. I made a conscious decision. Nah, that's not a good look. Right. If I go out there and these health issues prevent me from being able to comfortably return without some shit, right? I'm gonna have to call somebody, and then it ruins whatever they had doing to come in when I knew I wasn't.
Yeah. No, you don't.
This is all your fault.
Yeah.
All your fault.
Yeah.
Now them making you feel bad about it. That's just what friends do.
Yeah, bro. Listen, here's the thing. If we're talking about a regular hike, right?
Mm-hmm.
If we're talking about a regular hike that happens to be long, and you plant this and you couldn't finish and you wanted to go back, that's different.
Much different.
We're talking about gaining 2,000 feet a day or a week. I can't remember what he said. A day, I think. And in the middle of grizzly bear country?
Bruh.
What the fuck are we talking about? Why do you think?
First of all, I got to dig in your ass again about the bear defense shit. What the fuck do you think gonna happen when you see the bear? You gonna have a heart attack right there on the spot.
You think you mystical? Help the bear. No, nigga.
Nah. That bear gonna get hip high in your ass. The fuck? You rather run through a bear's den with honey dripping off your sweet ass than encounter a bear out in the, well, you get what I'm saying. He's crazy.
Yeah, no, 1,000%.
Nah. Like your friend's gonna let you go back 10 miles.
There's no way they ain't
you're
your
having
friends.
physical difficulties already.
Right, like what?
They gotta tell your mama. They gotta go tell your mama. Well, he said he was gonna be out. Are you?
There's no way.
How many layers of skin?
How do you explain that to his mother?
You know how many layers of skin my mom will slap off your face and you tell her some shit like that? Well, he said it's only 10 miles. I mean, he was having some hard shit. It is a lot of grizzlies. But still, he said it was cool, so we kept going. And see all these pictures we took by the lake? You getting your ass whipped in there. What? Nah.
Yeah. Nah,
you out of line, B.
Yo, somebody said, not the asshole, you don't have to make it all the way up the mountain. You do have to make it back down. Everyone has a responsibility to call it if they don't think they'll be able to complete the hike as planned. You're missing the point.
Yeah.
You're missing the point. Somebody else says, not the asshole, I understand why your friends are upset because they obviously, oh shit, hold up, where'd it go? I understand why your friends are upset because they obviously couldn't in good conscience allow you to be alone on the return trip. Then you're missing the point. If you understand that's why. But anyway, however,
plus she might have misheard, but it sounded like the whole trip was 20 miles out and 20 miles back. That's an overnight trip, at least, depending on experience. She made her friends carry heavy backpacks too.
Actually, it's approximately 35 in and 35
My
out.
God, man. Crazy.
So approximately 70 total miles, and then 10 miles in.
Come on. We're not doing that. Are we doing that? No. I don't think we're doing that.
Yikes.
You're an asshole.
Yo. That
is wild, yo. That is wild.
There's statistically a higher chance of a president being assassinated than you completing this hike. And It was your idea?
Facts.
What is going on here?
What
are we doing?
I don't understand. Again, this that people shit. And people be people in a way too much for me, yo. Like, and they're gonna make you feel bad about it. That's what friends do.
Yeah, fuck it. Because they gotta come back with you and they gotta make sure you're good.
Yeah.
So because I was about to
just leave you.
That's right. I was about to say maybe they can take you back and then go try to finish it. But no. That's not really the thing. Because like they gotta bring you back. They gotta make sure you're good.
You was
by that time they would have to rush even get anything. Nah.
And again, we still not factoring in their situation with the bear. Because I'm gonna tell you right now, how many people was in this group?
It doesn't say how many people. It just
it don't matter. It could have been 100 of them. That bear's gonna get with y'all. If he or she, whatever one that bear
this is supposed to be a 5-day trip.
If this bear gets it in its head that it's taking down some umans today,
right?
Y'all ain't going to stop that motherfucker. You not bear defense. I got my bear defense. Your heart is failing.
Right.
What are you talking about?
What do you think you're gonna do? You know, people get startled to death, right?
Yeah,
that's an actual phenomenon.
The moment that thing come out that bush, the moment that thing come out the bush, like where the honey, your ass.
You know you got cardiac issues.
Fuck out of here.
Why was you playing this dumbass strip in the first? Yo, no, I'm mad at you. Like, I don't usually be mad at these, but I'm mad at this motherfucker.
Baloo come about that motherfucker.
Playing this dumbass
necessities.
Yo, it's going to be out. Nigga, like what?
What are we saying, yo?
I don't understand what this conversation is. Of course you're the asshole.
You're the asshole.
Like, and the dumbass. Like, what are you talking about?
That should be to do with am I the dumbass?
Right, because what do you mean?
What do you
I have cardiac issues and I'm not the most physically fit. So why the fuck would you choose?
These are two reasons why you shouldn't be on this sort of see, this is the problem with you motherfuckers. This is the problem that kills me with you motherfuckers here. There are all inclusive places y'all could have went and chilled for them days. Because you can't physically hack this sort of shit. Ain't nobody shaming you for your medical condition.
No,
we're shaming you for your decision-making process.
Soft trails exist.
They do, bro. Soft trails. remember when I lived in Russet? And the damn nature preserve, Oxbow?
Yeah.
Soft trail.
Yep, nigga. That place out Columbia by the water. Soft trails.
Yo,
the park, Centennial Lake, soft trail.
Yo, what about the one place we went to where that had the bridge and all that other shit? These are soft trails. They come out there and brush the shit aside so you got space to walk through.
Right. Yeah, no, bro.
About. Yo, what was that other park we went to during the pandemic?
Oh, the one over like heavy over east, the one Shafril, yes. Nothing but soft trails.
Nothing but soft
literally. And that place is huge.
Yo, that place is massive. We didn't even get to see everything.
Right.
Place is massive.
McKenna said also bear cans are expensive. So again, either he was leaving their friends to be mauled or had brought expensive bear cans when they knew they weren't making the hike. Hey, you getting all this. I think they got it right. Overwhelmingly, this person was considered the asshole. So yeah, I think they got this one right. What the fuck is wrong with you? Nothing about this makes sense.
I'm about to say, unless you are a trained Navy SEAL,
trained and still active, because fuck that.
Yes, you can't be somebody that's been sitting around watching football, drinking beer, and eating pretzels and shit for 20 goddamn years after you're Navy SEAL trailer. I think you don't get out. You about to get your ass. You got to be on vacation or fresh out. Have you seen the claws and paws on a bar?
Ain't no way.
Man, please.
Ain't no
Mighty
way.
Mike Gleason. Did you say massive? Who's summoned?
Oh my goodness. And this, ain't no way. Ain't no fucking way in the world. There's no Yo,
this right here. Am I the asshole for doing the dumbest thing? Dragging people I call friends along?
Yo, listen. You'll never hear the end of it, and I'm never going on another trip with you.
Facts.
Both things are true.
Yo, I'm not even going to an all-inclusive with you. Like,
no. Yeah, no trip. Because you have terrible ideas. You plan things badly.
I hear that boondocks. You plan things badly.
Like, nah. And for people who think I'm exaggerating, I'm already falling out with a friend that I would never go on another trip with.
Facts.
So
Facts.
I will stand on that shit easily. Like, what is wrong with you? What did you do?
This right here, I can't trust your judgment on any level.
Nah, nigga. Ain't no way in the world.
I'm asking you, is it raining? You telling me no? I'm bringing galoshes.
You stupid. Yo.
No, like, I can't trust your judgment. Fuck is this nigga coming out? Her heart's literally coming out of her mouth. She's sitting around telling everybody, let's do a 70-mile hike and shit.
Right? Like what? 70-mile hike, including elevation, over 5 days.
You have
country.
You half a heartbeat away of catastrophic heart failure, and you telling everybody, hey y'all, I know what we can do. Let's do some extremely strenuous shit. I can get the fuck up out of here on y'all.
Bruh.
I can get the fuck up out of here on y'all.
Right.
And now y'all got to drag my body back some motherfucking way.
And then slightly over 10% into the way in, you're like, you know what? Actually, I'm going to go back. Don't worry about me.
You guys keep going. Sure,
I'm hyperventilating. I'm hyperventilating, but I'm going to go back on my own. Like, y'all keep going.
I'm going to tell you what she did. I know exactly what the fuck she did. When she told them to go back, she hyperventilating. She got all the symptoms of a fucking cardiac arrest happening to her at this point in time. And then she's piling on, go, don't worry about me, guys.
Yeah,
I'm going there. I mean, they're bears and stuff, but you know, I'm good. Nah, what you did was say that to guilt them. I'm not trying to hear it.
Ain't no way around it, yo.
Sure, it's bears and dragons and goblins, but what the fuck?
Oh god!
The Chupacabra, I saw some Chupacabra droppings on the way over here. Right now,
Dusty over there. The dog with snowman. It ain't even cold out here. This nigga was just chilling.
I saw a Sasquatch footprint and all that, but you know, I'll be okay.
Vlad the Impaler just chilling around the corner.
That's for
like, what are we doing?
That's
right. Like, come on, bro.
Chin ups and shit. But all right, okay, I'll be fine.
But you guys keep going.
Keep going. There's a pack of wolves that's been following us for the last 5 miles and shit, and I'm going back in the direction that they coming. But no, you guys, you go ahead.
That little patch of water, man thing was in there chilling. Like, what are we talking about? What?
What the
Why?
fuck, man?
Why?
What the fuck?
I saw the chains with Ciderrack. Like, come on, bro.
This girl said, if I was the friends, I would think this is a loyalty test. That the consequences are not complete the trip or abandon your friend to get mauled by bears and likely get mauled outside. Come on, man. Like, what the fuck?
I don't understand the question.
No, you play too much. You play too much.
Niggas wilding. Wow, there's no way.
That shit is diabolic.
Nigga.
Like, I think you were trying to set your friends up.
You clearly didn't think this through, or you did.
I think they was on some Ryan Melly shit. She's not selling shit. No, something was going on, yo.
Man, she was on some jigsaw shit. You want to play a game?
Let's play a game. I'm going to march you all into bear country.
Right? Like, what are you? What? Why would you? Huh? And they're her dumbass friends. Like, yeah, let's do it. Here's the thing. Matter of fact, I wouldn't have even ended up on this trip. You know why? Because had one of my friends who I know ain't finna take a 2-mile hike, let alone a 75.
Fucking crazy.
Had suggested
that
we do some shit.
I'm with you. I'm with you. Sit your dumb ass down.
And my first thing that I said would have been, and what are you gonna do?
Right. We carrying you the whole way like you're the fucking queen of the Nile and shit.
Right.
You got your ass up like this, carrying you for 70 miles. Your ass
is not gonna work out. Nah, it's not gonna work out. Over 5 days. You think 5 days is enough? That still averages out to like what, 15 miles a day?
Yeah.
Again, we've clarified you don't like doing 2.
You can't do 2. You literally physically can't do fucking 2. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Meanwhile, and then you try to guilt my. You ain't listen. I'm not trying to hear the whole. I was very accommodating to my friends and what they wanted type of thing when I said this to them. That's not what happened. What happened was you guilted them into going back with you. I'm not trying to hear it. He was like, I mean, I should be straight. The Weapon X program is a little probably some crazy Canadian man with a helmet on his head trying to go run through soon. You know what I'm saying? But I'm fine. Nah. The Wendigo might be out here somewhere.
No, you stupid.
Like,
listen, I heard a rumor that bloodlusted Rune King Thor was.
They say World War Hulk's out here somewhere. He's under the control of the Joker, but I'll be fine.
You know, the original King in Black was just he was chilling in this general vicinity, but I think I'll be fine.
They're White Walkers east about 5 miles. The fuck? Kidding me? Stop it.
Oh my god! Like, what are we doing here?
There's a cave with smog in it over there. I was thinking about getting some jewelry.
Like, nigga,
Look out of here.
There's no way in the way. Anyway, that's it.
Listen, we want to thank all of you once again for joining us for another rousing edition of the Black Culture Geeks podcast. Be sure to always remember that there is always music.
I mean, we just
dropped something, and
there's music.
We're always going to be dropping something.
Yeah, something's going to drop.
Something's going to
foot.
Yes. So go check that out. Also, don't forget to check out my sister, his significant other, Chrissy's Heard It Through the Grapevine podcast as well. Go check out my man GA's music. You can find it on Bandcamp. GA, is your music on Spotify and iTunes and shit too? Probably is. Go check that out as well. Graydon there's always music. Graydon has an extensive category. You know what I'm saying? Old music, new music coming up, all that good shit. And yeah, don't forget my man Super Side Guys, Metas and Mutants, along with co-host and obviously member of Multiworld Entertainment.
I mean, come on now.
Like, come on. Like, what are we doing? You know what I'm saying? But yeah, like I said, for my man SPJ, I am Tombstone the Dead Man, and for the greater Multi-World Entertainment family, we are out.
Peace.